Thursday, you know what that means. This is Max Wrestling episode 304. Welcome to the show. This is your captain speaking, along with the podcast machine, Mike Larkin and Travis the Walker Anderson. The promo champion King Mo is running a little late, but you know, royalty does what he wants.
I showeth up.
I showeth up whenever I pleaseth.
Royalty comes on the line whenever.
There's good and bad to come from this week's discussion, ladies and gentlemen. We've got chaos on SmackDown, plenty of action as on NXT and AEW as they both bring in the new year, and as WWE proved on Monday, bearded bald men just don't know when the fuck to go away. But first, congratulations to the new IWGP Heavyweight and Intercontinental Champion Kota Ibushi. Wrestle Kingdom much more impressive than last year. I think we all felt a little bit let down last year.
Yes, but about damn time for Kota Ibushi.
Yeah, like 2 years too late. But still a great moment nonetheless.
I mean, when you think of New Japan Pro Wrestling, someone who's really been carrying the ball and friggin' running with it for the past 2 years is none other than Kota Ibushi. I also look at it from a stance, man. We got to see Jon Moxley on the video-wise. Builds to him and Kenta, man. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah,
and it'll be fun.
I mean, Kota retained against Jay White one day after having a fuck your neck match with Naito.
Oh my god!
I think that should be an official thing. Fuck your neck.
Take it easy, man. Good lord, that dude's gonna be in a wheel.
And then you've got Kyle O'Reilly and Finn Balor having a fuck every part of your body match.
Another two
again.
Well, they do every time.
Yeah, I kind of don't want to see a third match, but at the same time I do. Also, congratulations to you, Mike, joining me as predictions champion. I've got to hold on for about 3 weeks to beat Travis's record.
Well, you know, if people would let me know that I missed predictions when I missed the show.
we predicted it last week.
I wasn't on the show last week.
No, but I'm sure you heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we predicted night 1. We didn't predict night 2.
No, because, I mean, at the time, we only knew exactly 3 matches from night 2. Everything else was, like, to be decided.
Well, what does it tell you when the guys who don't watch New Japan a lot beats the aficionado over there about everything? And, you know, this poor fucker is going to, you know, Mr. Moses Marquez.
Isn't it funny the only one that let Moses down was fucking Okada?
Okay, I'm going to say this right now. As soon as I saw the match, and I've seen those two wrestle, because here's the thing. When Will Ospreay hit Okada with the Rainmaker when he was the champ, when they were wrestling, and the whole crowd went, oh! And now we got them at friggin' Wrestle Kingdom, man. Different scenario where Ospreay is the heel. I'm thinking to myself, okay, it's a similar situation to when Jay White beat Okada, like very briefly at that Wrestle Kingdom. Was it like last year or the year before, right? So I'm watching this match and I'm like, no. And then friggin' he hits the Rainmaker, and then friggin' Okada gets the win. And I'm like, God damn it. When you have a primal spot for Will Ospreay who leaves and turns on Okada, you know, I'm talking about chaos here, Mr. Dazzy Dangerously. And I'm like, oh, of course Okada gets the win. Of course Okada gets.
You know, about 10 years ago, there was a saying, never bet against John Cena on a Sunday. Never bet against Okada at a pay-per-view.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I like Kazuchika Okada, but I'm also at the same time, he's like Tanahashi for me. Like, do they have to win all the goddamn time? Yeah.
At least he's not champion anymore for like 800 days.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh. But of course, we do have more to talk about, so unfortunately, Friday wasn't that bad. We're going to start the show by going back to last Friday night. It's time to recap the smack. Once again, SmackDown begins with Roman Reigns cutting a quiet promo as WWE pipe in boos to make it even harder to hear him. It doesn't take long though for Kevin Owens to interrupt, only for Roman to try and shoo him away like a stray dog. Owens demands a match with Jey Uso. Big E's match with King Corbin is short-lived as he's attacked by Sami Zayn and the Knights of the Lone Wolf before Apollo Crews makes the save. This led to a tag match where Sami can't get along with Corbin and his bodyguards and ends up left alone to fall victim to Big E and Apollo. Big E name drops Amanda and Nolan and issues an open challenge next week, which is immediately accepted by Apollo Crews. The Riot Squad defeat Natalya and Tamina for reasons. Carmella and Bayley get one over on Sasha and Bianca before Sonya returned backstage. Complete waste of a return, by the way. There was a Street Profits segment. And in another tag match, Daniel Bryan is teaming with Otis as Otis and Gable are training Bryan to win the Rumble. You know, because of all the Royal Rumble matches they've won. Anyway, but they pick up a win over Cesaro and Nakamura. In the main event, Kevin Owens made relatively short work of Jey Uso and continued the assault in an effort to bait Roman. Unfortunately for Owens, Roman was waiting in the crowd area to attack. Roman and Jey then beat up Kevin Owens before throwing him from the bleachers through a table to end SmackDown on quite a violent note.
Ooh, but the way he threw him through that table, man.
That whole beatdown was vicious.
He's going to be out for a while, ain't he?
I wouldn't be surprised. They kicked the shit out of him.
Well, from what I saw over the weekend, I got a notification. I didn't really look too much into it, but it said that Kevin Owens suffered a spinal contusion and bruised kidneys.
I mean, who else is Roman gonna feud with?
Well, thank God Goldberg's not on SmackDown and we don't gotta
Roman
get him.
refused to work with him. So much more respect for Roman than ever before.
Oh my God! After reading that, you gotta love Roman. Also, I gotta say this about him, man. That was straight gutter, but it was smooth like butter. To make that rhyme, Dazzy Dangerously, the way they whipped that ass, that being Kevin Owens. Only other thing I could go to with, Roman and Daniel Bryan had that little thing with Daniel Bryan and Paul Heyman on Talking Smack, right? But I'm like, they're focusing on Daniel Bryan going to win the Royal Rumble match. So I'm like you said, who the hell are they going to have face Roman Reigns then if KO is out? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like there's nobody on SmackDown. They sent everybody to Raw.
Wait, hold on. I know who he's going to face. Then now they can have Seth Rollins come back as a babyface. Burn it down.
Shoot, yeah. Seems kind of a waste, though, just for one match, because obviously Roman's going to be facing the winner of the Rumble. Well, maybe not. I mean, it could be somebody from Raw. Okay, then, yeah, that gives us a good path. Somebody from Raw wins the Rumble, then we get a good long feud with Rollins and Roman.
Well, I mean, if you look at Seth Rollins, man, you're coming from, being the Messiah. And what I think is, man, and you know me and my pop culture references, I think he's like, yeah, of course. So when you think of Seth Rollins in this case, man, he's like the legendary Tempting Temptations that he's talking about the error of his ways. You know what I'm saying? I think Seth Rollins is going to realize the error of his ways, and we're going to get a new babyface Rollins going back to burning it down. You know what I'm saying? And him and Roman Reigns, the history, the continuity. Seth Rollins making that change while Roman Reigns is being insane. You know what I'm saying? Because it's his yard now. The tribal chief. Yay. You have a lot of storytelling there, Dazzy Dangerously.
I think I actually saw something this week that Seth wasn't happy that Vince wanted him to come back as a heel, and Seth wants to come back as a face.
Well, this is Vince McMahon. You know, we want to. Yes. Hold on. By the way, the segment with Daniel Bryan, with Otis, and it's all in the hips pretty much with Otis and Jack. Yeah. Oh, the only thing that I got to say about this, man, is I'm just whatever with that. Nakamura taking another L in the tag match. Okay, here's the thing. I'd rather him lose to Daniel Bryan than frickin' Otis.
Well, yeah, at least Daniel Bryan's reputable. You know, who did he lose to a couple of weeks ago? Oh, yeah, Otis. He lost to Otis. But this made no sense. Daniel Bryan's been in Royal Rumble matches before. He's got the longest time in a Rumble match, I believe, from the Saudi Arabia one.
Yep.
Why does he need training from Chad Gable and Otis, who haven't... I don't think Otis has ever been in a Rumble match.
Because it's Team Gable, Ready, Willing, and Gable. I know. I understand, Travis. It's ridiculous. But it's... I completely agree with him. But I'm trying to, you know what it is, too? You try to make sense of stuff, but you don't like it at the same time. It's like, all right, I see what you're trying to do here, but that doesn't mean I gotta like it. It's kind of the same thing where you got Billy Kay at the friggin' wazoo over here, helping one team and then going with the other team. And I love me some Billy Kay, but I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here?
I mean, at least she's actually on TV more than Peyton, I think.
Well, her and Lacey Evans this week. Pay.
Let's not combine the names because then it'd be Lepe.
Lepe. Oh, you know what it is.
Speaking of Lacey triggering Cardi B.
Yeah. She worked herself into that so badly.
Yeah, she deleted her tweets later on.
Way to go, Cardi B.
Just to backtrack a little bit, I just looked it up, and there is no word on Kevin Owens' return.
Oh. Well, I hope he doesn't miss Mania.
Well, when I was looking up like how bad a spinal contusion is, it could be career ending, depending on how bad it is.
But is it legit or kayfabe?
It's legit.
Oh shit.
Well, I mean, not to make light of it, but Mikey Tyson did say it is spinal, Mr. Daddy. Eventually, it's spinal. But
my back is broken. What do you mean broken? It's spinal.
The best thing this week was just Mike Tyson going on the damn podcast telling Logan Paul he's gonna kick your fucking ass, man. That was the best thing.
I'd buy that for $1.
Oh, I absolutely would. And I just gotta look at it. Go back to SmackDown for a second. Biggie, can't you see? AC in the building is gonna hypnotize me. We're gonna get that for the Intercontinental Championship next week. But man, watching SmackDown and also talking about the women, I gotta say this right now. You mentioned Sonya Deville's brief. I'm gonna walk backstage here. Look at me. I'm back smoking crack. Wiggity whack. I'm gonna tell you something right now, man. I think Sasha's gonna beat Carmella again. And I think maybe at the Fastlane or whatever it is, or even we get to WrestleMania, I see Sonya going right in there for the women's title.
Yep. But just what the fuck was that return?
That was "Look at Me, I'm Back." You know what it is? They channeled their which Spice Girl was it? I think it was Ginger when she had the solo hit. Look at me. That's what that was, man. That was Sonya Deville.
She literally did as much on SmackDown as all the legends did on Raw. But we'll get into that now.
That was disappointing as fuck. I'm just going to say that right now. You want to talk about legends. All they're doing is sitting there. And goddamn Tatanka. You know what it is, man? I'm just going to say it before we get it. Goddamn Tatanka and his ass. I didn't even get a hee. I just got friggin' Tatanka just sitting in the back just looking at Angel Garza like, what the hell do you want? I missed Tatanka going hee. Can't even get that, man. That sucked.
At least he was on the show, unlike Carlito, who was advertised but not on the show.
Oh, they friggin' take off. Motherfuckers, assholes. I was looking forward to seeing the spitting of the apple because nobody's cool. You know what I'm saying? No Carlito. We got no Candice Michelle. I ain't got a son. I ain't got a daughter. I'm a lonely boy. Let's talk about Raw.
Nah, this could get ugly, people, but I hope you guys are ready. I don't know if I am, but nevertheless, we're going in Raw. First of all, what the fuck is an H-phone? Moving on. New Day and Miz and Morrison have quite possibly the most annoying segment ever before Teddy Long books a tag match won by the New Day. Randy Orton shows interest in Legends Night, which, sets up the rest of the evening. Pointless backstage segment as Angel Garza bumps into Sergeant Slaughter and Mickie James and Alicia Fox. AJ Styles defeats Elias as Big Omos scared off Jackson Riker again. Lacey and Peyton stole a win over Charlotte and Asuka following Lacey flirting with Ric Flair, who accidentally tripped Charlotte. McIntyre and Sheamus meet Hogan and Jimmy Hart. Hogan is now apparently a 12-time WWE champion, not world champion, as Orton threatens the Big Show. Matt Riddle rolled up Lashley after tapping to the Hurt Lock behind the referee's back. Shenanigans. Backstage again for more legends wandering about as Mark Henry's turn to get berated by Randy Orton. Mandy Rose gets mollywopped by Shayna Baszler on her way to the ring, leading to Dana Brooke volunteering to take her place and sneak in a win, followed by a little dose of revenge from Mandy. Finally, Ric Flair gets a verbal bashing backstage from Randy Orton, and in such a fresh match, Orton gained a victory against Jeff Hardy. For reasons, Lucha House Party defeated Cedric and Shelton, And following a distraction from the Boogeyman, courtesy of the ageless Tori Wilson, Angel Garza was rolled up by Truth for the 24/7 championship, much to the dismay of Ron Simmons. And in the main event, Drew McIntyre defeated Keith Lee to retain the WWE Championship, only to be... I can't even finish this. Fuck off, Goldberg.
Damn.
And that's a perfect time for Moses to come in.
What's up, King Mo? Good morning.
Good morning.
That was the first thing I saw, because I didn't watch Raw live this week. That was the first thing I saw Tuesday morning, was just a picture of Goldberg face to face with Drew. And
you saw what I wrote in the group, man, when I shared that shit.
My reaction was literally, oh, for fuck's sake.
All right. May I go off on it now, please?
Please do.
Hold on, I want to say one quick thing. Hold on, wait.
Okay, Mike wants to go last, so let Moses go first.
I'm with Daz. I was gonna, I was all excited. I was like, you know, if I'll watch Raw. I'm no big deal. I'll watch Raw. I started with it, and then the second I saw Miz and Morrison, I legit turned the TV off, threw the control in the air, and yelled, nope, and walked away.
God, that segment was awful.
Dude, I looked at it, and my wife's like, oh, it's the Miz. And I did the whole thing, and she's like, but he's not. I was like, is it Miz and Morrison? Or is it Miz and Mrs.? No, then I don't want to watch it. Because at least he's likable in Miz and Mrs.
Yeah. I mean, he is still kind of likable. It's just Jomo being a dick.
It's they're trying to be them from, what is it, 02, 03?
No, 07.
07, thank you. And it's but they're trying to do it in 2020 when they're almost, when one's a dad and one is as old as a dad.
Well, isn't Taya, gonna have, did they have a kid or they're gonna have a kid?
I was gonna say, I want to say, I think she had one. But I'm not 100.
I don't think they had a kid yet. No, no. As I'm looking, no, they haven't had a kid. I think Miz is having another kid. John Morrison hasn't had a kid yet.
Miz is having another one?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, he had what the hell is this little one's name? Monroe, thank you. And now they are going to have another daughter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew they had two. I didn't know they were having another one.
No, that's what he meant by they're having.
Oh, okay.
She hasn't popped yet.
I thought. Oh, okay. I thought she had. God, it seemed like
honest.
ages ago.
Let's be honest. To be blunt, would you want to get off Maurice? No.
No, absolutely.
Correct.
Correct. Yeah.
I am not a tall man, but I will climb that tree. If you know what I'm saying.
Hell yes. You go. Hell to the yeah.
Even if you got to fight Margot.
That's okay.
Oh. Okay.
She's
she is. That's a hell of a fight, though, man. You're in a hell of a fight.
I'm not. You know what, dude? Fuck it. We're gonna drunk. She'll be all right. Fuck the fight. She'll get over it.
Okay.
Anyway,
Mike,
I got to hear your rant on Goldberg.
Please rant, Mike.
All right. So I'm watching Drew McIntyre and Keith Lee, and I'm like, all right, cool, right? So Keith Lee does the damn Spanish Fly that I like. They're having this competitive match. He pounced him over the barricade, and I loved it. Then friggin' hits him with the Claymore to win, and I'm like, okay, they're doing the thing where they're respecting each other. Then all of a sudden, I hear the damn brah, 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 and I'm like, oh no. And then friggin' he goes to the ring talking about Drew McIntyre, you don't respect the legends. I'm like, literally early on in the show, he was posing with Hulk Hogan, talking about how he loves the damn legends, and then friggin' and the problem that I have here is, too, because everybody's going to complain, oh, well, Sting's 61 years old in AEW. And I'm like, well, Goldberg's 54, and I don't want to see Bill Goldberg because last time they did this, The Fiend got friggin' buried for this bullshit. And now we got Drew McIntyre turning heel for no goddamn reason. And then we have friggin' Drew McIntyre, who was supposed to cut the promo, but Goldberg came out too early and they were running out of time. So the shit made no fucking sense. And then Drew McIntyre's like, oh, man, wrestling you would be like wrestling my dad, mate. Then he's like, your dad? Ah! And then he friggin' pushes him down, and then they leave on the goddamn cliffhanger again. And I'm like, I don't want to see 54-year-old Bill Goldberg friggin' spear and not so jackhammer the shit out of Drew McIntyre and win the title. He doesn't need the title. If it ends with him just jackhammer, spear, 1, 2, 3, I'm going to be pissed because it should just be Drew McIntyre coming in, Claymore, that man whore, boom, and go on to wrestle Sheamus at WrestleMania, which should be the goddamn match anyway. But no, Vince McMahon says, God damn it, we need Goldberg. Why? Why do we need Bill Goldberg? Fuck Bill Goldberg. I hate it. I'm looking forward to the Royal Rumble match. I am more looking forward to Moses versus the Phoenix at our special, which will be 10 times better than that whack-ass Bill Goldberg. Oh, I hate him.
So, there's two things that are ridiculous about this segment, and then there's one more thing I gotta say. So, first of all, as you said, they didn't give Drew time to cut his promo, so Goldberg comes out and responds to the promo that Drew didn't get to cut, so it made no fucking sense.
I'm like, what are you talking about? He's been cool with the Legends. He fucking posed with Hogan. Like, who is disrespecting the Legends? Randy Orton's talking to Mark Henry with his friggin' neon scooter and friggin' pedaling away and going after the Big Show and telling Ric Flair that you're a has-been, you're a shell of your former self. But Drew McIntyre, he's disrespecting the Legends.
You know what I mean? You would have thought that Goldberg would think, okay, he didn't cut the promo, so I can't say what I was supposed to say. Maybe I should say something else. No, I'm going to repeat the entire fucking script.
He went willy-nilly. On it.
And then, second of all, like you said, they ended it on a cliffhanger because he pushed Drew down and then they ran out of time, so they just cut to black. There was actually more filmed where Drew got back up and gave him a Glasgow kiss, but Goldberg no-sold it. Because of
Oh my God, did you see it? Here's the thing, too. The facial expression. I actually have to mention this. I'm glad you brought that up. So, the facial expression of when he's telling him you didn't disrespect the Legends, and Drew McIntyre has this face where Goldberg's in his face, right? He legit looked like he wanted to cry because he's looking at him like, oh God, I know where this is going. They're going to have him beat me.
Why, though?
Because Bill Goldberg, WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? Oh, boy.
No, I don't know what you're saying.
Here's the final thing. So you ask why, and Mike asked why as well. Apparently it's because Goldberg equals ratings, and the YouTube clip got 1.8 million views, I think, or something like that. Is that necessarily a good thing, or did people watch that YouTube clip because they wanted to see Goldberg, or did they watch it because I didn't watch Raw, but what the fuck is this about?
It's probably because I didn't watch Raw. What the fuck is this about?
Exactly.
It's more than just that. You got to have Goldberg because fucking Brock Lesnar signed a 3-year no-match contract.
I mean, please don't have Brock come back, win the Rumble, and then face Goldberg again.
You know who pissed me the fuck off? That goddamn Jose in the RWT group. Fucking Jose talk about Drew McIntyre and he's boring. Motherfucker, do you really want to see 54-year-old Goldberg at the top again? You know what I'm saying? Jose pissed me off.
And another point when you said somebody brought up Sting. Question, has Sting wrestled in AEW?
Nope.
No!
Is Sting world champion in AEW?
Nope.
Then they can shut the fuck up.
Is he anywhere near Kenny Omega? No.
He hasn't even been on the same
Has he
stage
swung
as
the
Kenny
bat
Omega.
yet?
No.
Well,
Has he done nothing but walk to the ring, stare at somebody, and walk out?
Yeah, I was gonna say, coming from a Sting mark, okay, and a guy who also loved him some Goldberg, okay, like being 50 plus and back in the day, when Goldberg is immediately coming out, going directly to world champions, having to embarrass them because a 70-plus-year-old man thinks it's a great idea, and then, again, people argue, well, what about Sting, 60-something? We just mentioned he's done fuck nothing. The most action he's had in AEW is against the door, as he's opened it or closed it. That is it.
And he only really spoke in order to convince Tony Schiavone to use his catchphrase every week. It's Sting!
I was about to say. Other than that, he hasn't said shit. So, I mean, granted, from a Sting mark, he needs to do something, but I would much rather Goldberg show up, look like an idiot, and then that's it, than, he's here, now he has to immediately be in a title picture and have at minimum a 50-50 chance of fucking beating an actual, current guy that people give a fuck about in 2021.
Like I said, the only silver lining for me is if Drew just mollywops him, and then we get Drew and Sheamus at WrestleMania, which should be the rightful match. But I don't know, dude.
He has to, for two reasons. One, Drew's been carrying Raw all year long. And two, that storyline makes sense.
Yes. Well, I also did see, I'm glad you also brought it up, the Glasgow kiss afterwards. He, legit just headbutts him, and Goldberg just, brushed it off and then just stared back at him. I'm like, way to sell the move, Bill.
No, this is off to
So
a
glad I
great
didn't
start.
watch Raw.
Oh, it's ridiculous because he friggin' just headbutts him. Samoa Joe, give us a kiss.
I'm
And
not
like,
sure
no.
what's worse though, like ending it on a cliffhanger where Drew looks stupid because he gets knocked on his ass, or showing the whole thing and Goldberg no sell on the Glasgow Kiss.
Well,
The no sell.
Yeah, the no sell. But they were trying to get the point across, like, with Drew, like, it'd be like wrestling my dad, mate, and the whole thing there. So they just want to say, you know what? I'm not your dad. I'm Bill Goldberg, ready to wreck some fools. Drew McIntyre, you're next.
It must have been fun up on the stage. All the legends must have been thinking, "What's he talking about? Drew hasn't said shit about us."
Oh, that's even better because we got all of them on the stage. Well,
Is he concussed? Did he headbutt the door too hard again?
Oh my god! Well, to make a lighter note, you son of a gun, Tori Wilson. Oh my
Ageless, absolutely
god!
ageless.
Yes. Oh, and the fact that they had the Cardi B thing and then Angel Garza gets pinned by her, I loved it. And damn!
Third.
That was probably the only legend segment that was worth watching, because everybody else was just there to get berated by Randy Orton.
And poor Mickey James is like wrestling right now, right? Didn't they just make her like a legend now? They're not even gonna have her wrestle. She's just gonna be doing like
she's
that
only
stuff.
just been cleared.
Oh, she had a broken nose. That's right, with Selena Vega. Yep.
Yeah, and again, ageless.
Ageless. Oh, Melina. What about Melina?
She didn't even look like Melina.
I know. I was looking at her like, who are you?
And then poor Mark Henry.
Oh, Mark.
I don't know what he's done to his foot, but he looks so poor. Fucking scooting away, all hunched. Randy Orton made Mark Henry look so small.
It just felt poor Mark. I'm like, this is the man that put you in the Hall of Pain in 2011, and I loved every second of it. And now I'm just depressed.
I think I felt worse for Mark Henry than I did for Ric Flair when Charlotte yelled at him.
Okay.
Not this time, the last time.
Oh, yes, that's right. But here's the thing. That makes no fucking sense because then a day later on Twitter, she forgives him. I'm like, this man of yours, Mr. Kiss Stealing, Wheeling and Dealing, was pretty much ready to get on top of Lacey Evans and bow, check out, wow, wow. And now everything's all good and hunky-dory.
Of course she forgave him. She wants a few more titles.
See,
Oh, okay, that was good. I'm not going to lie, that was very good. But, what does it tell you for the Raw Women's title when it looks like the match at Royal Rumble and the new feud, because she was all, Lacey Evans wanted to get up off on that thing, like it's Sister Act 2 back in the habit. All you need is the collection money, for God's sake, which we're going to get Lacey Evans and Peyton Royce Pepe against friggin' Charlotte and Asuka probably at the Rumble. There's your new freaking feud.
Yeah, again, we broke up the Iconics for what?
For nothing. For nothing, man. Oh, and the problem that I also had too is I look at it from the stance where you had friggin' the Hurt Business still arguing, Shelton and Cedric. We got to get on the same page, and they lose to Lindsay Dorado, or as Drew Gulak used to call him, Lindsay Dorito, and Grand Mata Leak. And you know what I'm saying? Now they're pushing them for the tag titles. Grand Metalik and friggin' Santos Escobar. I can't do the R's like Moses.
Santos Escobar.
Thank you. Oh, fucking timeless. We'll get to that.
Celtic Heritage. I can't roll my R's either.
Oh,
You're welcome.
this is Marquez and his Escobar. But yeah, no, it's like this is what we're doing. We now got friggin' Lucha House Party against the Hurt Business. Matt effing Riddle is also the man because he jumped. Make me want to jump. The house is jumping. I feel like I'm watching Smart House on Disney Channel, for God's sake. Matt Riddle is in the damn Hurt Lock, friggin' jumps over the ref, and then you see him tapping, but he doesn't see him tapping because the man's a genius. And then MVP gets on the apron, rolls him up, schoolboy, gets the win. Bro, I loved it. Matt Riddle, get that U.S. title.
It wasn't a great night for the Hurt Business.
It was not. It was not.
I just really hope they don't break them up because they're one of the best things about Raw right now. And there really isn't many things.
Okay. Well, then we got Ricochet friggin' talking to Mark Henry about the fact with Retribution because that was the thing before that. I'm like, I just want this to end. I am tired of Ricochet and Retribution. Either join or just send Ricochet back to NXT or SmackDown so I don't have to see his goddamn face with Mustafa Ali. I'm sorry, Mustafa.
I definitely didn't write anything down, but Retribution weren't even on Raw.
No.
No. Mustafa. Ali was on Raw Talk afterwards, though, and was very,
That
very
promo
brutally
was
honest.
great. Yes, that promo was great because everything he said was goddamn true.
Yep. And it's been said a dozen times, but Vince don't care.
Nope, don't care. Mr. McMahon, Vince McMahon said, "You gotta give a fuck." I give 0 fucks. 0 fucks to give from Vinnie Mac. Smoke that crack. Wiggity, wiggity, whack. Crack is whack. Crack is cheap. I make too much money to even want to smoke some crack. He is the Whitney Houston of the professional wrestling business, is what Vince McMahon is. Oh,
Hell,
I hate it.
At this point, Vince is in negative fucks.
Negative fucks. Oh, and the other thing I will say, too, I know we're going all over the place, man. But fucking, okay. So we were talking about Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy. Now, I know when the story came out because they were saying Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy were supposed to close the show. I know you called bullshit on that, Des.
Well, it doesn't make sense. I mean, why would a random match between Jeff and Randy Orton close the show when you've got a WWE title match? And you're planning for fucking Goldberg to come out anyway.
But the fact that, they're selling the fact that Randy Orton hates the fact that he had mercy and compassion. They didn't light Alexa Bliss on fire. And, they did this stuff with the Legends, and he was just going to mollywop Jeff. And they pretty much, if you notice... Now, did you notice the sequence that seemed very familiar? Did you notice that, Des?
Yes, it was a repeat from a finish to their match in 2008.
Yeah, yeah, Dazzy Dangerously. I like your style. Okay. So Royal Rumble 08, man, that was the exact same finish they did about 12 years ago.
I mean, to be fair, Goldberg's been having the exact same finish to his matches for 20 years.
This is true. Touche. Touche, Mr. Dazzy Dangerously. Touche.
Okay, let's move on from this fucking depressing Monday night shit. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. If you're watching on Facebook, like and share. And whatever podcast platform you may be listening to, don't forget to follow or subscribe right now and take it to the max every single week. Alright, on the go home to this Saturday's Genesis, which we're not going to be predicting because it's just a Super X Cup and then one match between Moose and Willie Mack. But brace for impact. Max Wrestling Podcast is about all wrestling. WWE, Impact, and AEW.
Goddamn deniable!
And we got promos.
I love to entertain all of you. I've said it time after time again that I am the most passionate person when it comes to these promos.
I am the one that makes your blood boil.
We got trivia.
Who portrayed the fake Undertaker at SummerSlam 1994?
That'd be Brian Lee.
Mark Kapani is the real name of what former WWE superstar?
I believe that's Muhammad Hassan.
So join us every Thursday on the Max Wrestling Podcast and take it to the max. Go to maxwrestlinguk.weebly.com for more information.
Hey, this is the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy.
Hey, this is Tommy Dreamer, and you're listening to the Max Wrestling Podcast.
Hey, welcome to the Madhouse.
And don't forget to subscribe on youtube.com/maxwrestling.
Thanks for coming out. Gratulations venir.
Hey, this is the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy. Welcome to the Madhouse.
Hey, this is Tommy Dreamer, and you're listening to the Max Wrestling Podcast, giving you all your wrestling information to the extreme.
Impact in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so speaking of the Super X Cup, Crazy Steve got a win over a Blake Christian and a returning Ace Austin to advance in the Super X Cup. I was just expecting that Ace Austin should just get it clean, to be honest, but I'm happy for Crazy Steve. It's nice.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty good match.
And impressed by Blake Christian. Mike, are you familiar? I know you know everybody.
He's mostly just like a Northeast guy. I believe he's done a couple of appearances on New Japan, like in the dojo stuff, and I think he's just been everywhere. I just know he's a local indie guy. I've seen him do some stuff on the Northeast. He looked good to me. And I think he's done some Ring of Honor matches. I think he has a lot of potential. Ace Austin has it.
So
Yes.
good to me.
I was like in KC.
Oh, Casey Navarro, stay blessed. Stay blessed. That dude is good. I'm going to say something right now since Travis also so eloquently put it there. If you've not seen Casey Navarro in the Northeast, I'm talking about New Jersey, even though it is the human cesspool of the United States of America. So,
you're getting grinded on my grinder.
Yes, you got to see Jay-Z. You got to see Casey Navarro. He's really, really good. Very talented for his size. Dude's got the aerial assault that I mentioned, high octane, man. Dude's got it going on for years. You know what I'm saying? And I also looked at what?
I just wish he would change his name.
Oh, yeah, I know. Casey Navarro.
Well, it just sounds, well, for one, it's kind of cheesy for me. And for two, it sounds too much like Casey Catanzaro.
That is true. True. You don't want to stay blessed, Travis? You don't want to stay blessed?
What?
What he says. Stay blessed. That's what he is. He's blessed.
Okay.
He kind of reminds me of DJZ with a mohawk.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I'm sorry, what?
You have to watch old DJZ matches from Impact Moses.
What's his name now in NXT? I always forget.
Oh, friggin' Joaquin Wilde.
Joaquin.
Fuck, I forget it all the time.
Well, what I was going to say about that match. Man, Ace Austin, let me tell you something about Ace Austin, man. You talk about Casey Navarro with that mohawk. Ace Austin looks like some dude that you would shove in a locker with his emo ass. He probably listens to Newfound Glory each and every weekend, talk about My Friends Over You. He's got the purple hair. He's got the gauges. You just want to smack him and punch him right in the face. You know what I'm saying? He looks like one of these emo kids that go to the skate park. And let me tell you something, man. I knew this one kid that I've known since kindergarten. His name was Adam. He used to go to the sketchiest areas, man, on Long Island. I'm talking about Center Reach. Oh, my goodness gracious. You want to talk about the human cesspool. People don't go to Center Reach, Long Island. We got a lot of derelicts and dirt bags, man. I just wanted to get out. They told me to enter Center Reach. I said, nah, I'm going to go the other direction. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to enter Center Reach. You can reach on the fuck out of here, man. We're talking about skate parks and sketchy areas. I said, fuck that shit. I'm out. No thanks. Scraping knees. You know what I'm saying? If you please. So it's one of those things where you just want to smack him, shove him in a locker, and just leave him there for a whole week. He's like friggin' Sean Hunter, Boy Meets World, yelling for Corey after he was getting into an exchange with Harley Kiner. Fuck Ace Austin.
So Mike doesn't like Ace Austin.
Oh,
Are you sure?
I kind of got a hint.
I want to ask him again.
Like him.
Sami Callihan.
Character-wise. I'm just saying character-wise. Wrestling ability is very good.
Okay. Well, Sami Callihan threatened Eddie Edwards ahead of their match later on, which we'll of course get to. Now, I'm going to give this one to Travis because I know how much he enjoyed it. We had another paid ad segment from Tony Khan, who's completely come into his own with these asshole promos. Asshole. There was a lot of personality from Tony Khan this week.
I fucking loved every damn minute of it. Yeah, I watched that freaking commercial probably about 5 damn times because I was laughing so much I would miss half of it and I would have to go back and he would make me laugh again and I'm like, shit, here we go again. He ripped Don Callis a damn new one.
Yeah.
And then had the opening talking about how the holidays is helping the less fortunate, and that's why we're here on Impact. Like, damn, okay.
I love it. He's getting better every week. Meanwhile, Tony, the other Tony, is just at his side like, yeah, I'm here.
And he doesn't want to be here. That's what Tony Schiavone's like. I'm here, but I don't want to
Schiavone really not like Impact?
Well, I mean, his first appearance in NWA TNA, you don't want to come back. Fuck that.
Yeah, well, same with CM Punk.
Oh, freaking getting his ass beat by Teddy Hart.
Oh. Now Hollywood continue to take over Impact as Woody Harrelson, Mickey Rourke, and Christian Bale showed up. Just in case Doran didn't already look like Rourke, he's got the full fucking fur coat and cowboy hat.
It's like a freaking, it's like dollar store expendables.
Yes.
Comparison. I like that analogy a lot. It's like true.
Man, why was Christian Bale never in the Expendables? He'd have been a great addition.
Cody Deaner and his bald ass looking like a miniature version of Michael Elgin. Good.
They definitely need to name themselves the Expendables.
Yes.
But I'm going to call them by their Hollywood names. Bale and Rourke defeated Rhino and Jake before a 3-on-2 assault after the match, naturally.
Here's the thing about Cousin Jake. Because as we all know, his independent name was Jake something. Yes, his last name was something. So before he came into Impact, he was Jake something. But what they did was they took out the something. Well, they put it with Cody Deaner, and he was just Cousin Jake.
Yeah, so Jake's not even a Deaner.
No, he's just Jake something. Legit, Jake something.
From State Farm.
Got it. From State Farm. I love the fact that I get that. Because obviously I stream it.
At least it's not Jake Paul.
Oh.
I mean, it was Logan Paul that's been doing all the crying, but
for $3 million, you fucking putz.
You might like this one, Mike. Another name that Cousin Jake once went by was Dirty Berserk.
Okay, you see, I could go with that. Dirty Berserk. Okay.
Sounds like
He's
a bad
dirty
porn
and he's
name.
berserk. Is that like when Super Crazy was? I'm crazy, I'm super crazy, I'm dirty, and I can go berserk. Dirty
Curry
berserk.
man, he's hot, he's spicy. He
tastes
tastes great.
First and foremost, man, put some respect on Curry Man's name, man.
I love Curry Man.
That's what I'm saying, man. Him and Shark Boy, the street fight, the fish market street fight with Team 3D, friggin' looking at what's her face? Lauren, I forgot her name, but she was fine. Lauren, yo, man, friggin' talking about, Shark Boy, he's so angry. What? I don't know what the hell he just said. All I know is he better go out there and kick some bass. And that's the fishing line, because Shark Boy said so.
In all honesty, I was never a fan of Shark Boy.
Until he started talking like Stone Cold or not?
No,
not
I hated
at
him.
all?
I didn't like him even less when he did the Stone Cold thing.
Wait a minute, man.
I love Shark Boy.
Thank you, Travis. Thank you. I also had the Shark Boy 24/7 shirt when I was a kid. Let me tell you.
I don't know why, but I have a soft spot for the Comedy X.
See, Travis appreciates it. You know what I'm saying?
Then he came back and he was all bloated and everything.
Oh, when he was eating the donuts, yeah. But here's the thing about it, man. When you have finishing maneuvers like the Dead Sea Drop, and when he was with the Stone Cold gimmick, he had the Chummer, and he drank the clam juice. That's comedy gold rate.
Wow.
Well,
we had Stone Cold E.T. on the independent circuit, which is based off the fact that we had the drive-through guy with the Stone E.T. mask talking like Stone Cold, and he came out and celebrated with Reese's Pieces. Reese's Pieces, what? You know what I'm saying? So we've seen that.
That's nothing. I mean, we legit got a Michael Jackson on the indie scene, who does a moonwalk DDT.
That guy is great, though. He can wrestle, and I laugh my ass off every time.
He looks just like him too. It's weird. The next segment went absolutely nowhere. AC Romero confronted Johnny Swinger over Larry D being in jail, and then we never came back to it.
All right.
So to be continued on that one. Deonna Purrazzo was confronted by Taya. I actually enjoyed this segment, I gotta be honest. And I always said I don't really like Taya Valkyrie because I find her so annoying, but I was kind of rooting for her in this segment. I don't know what happened. It was weird.
Ever since she started teaming with Rosemary, I've come around to her.
Yeah, and she was a lot more serious in this promo. She wasn't all superficial and everything.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
But again, love me some Deonna too. So we got that for the title match at Hard to Kill next week. Rohit Raju and Chris Bay interrogate TJP over him obviously being Manic. TJP says he and Manic don't get along. I guess Manic voted for Biden. I don't know.
Oh!
I mean,
damn.
Talk about a way to fucking.
You're welcome.
I needed a Ron Simmons clip there.
Yes.
Oh,
This is where we can put him dead.
We go from Jackson racist to I guess he voted for Biden. Good Lord.
But yeah, anyway, and then Rohit and Chris Bay were like, yeah, he got the same tattoos and everything. It's gotta be him.
Oh God, I don't know what's more blatantly obvious: TJP as Manic or Hulk Hogan as Mr. America taking that lie detector test back in 03.
But he passed the lie detector test. He wasn't Mr. America. Can
my
I have some water,
God.
please, brother?
Yeah, brother. Can I have some water?
And then it was Vince's turn. Creepy old bastard. I'm not.
Yep.
And then it was no. Bam, bam, bam. Yes. Ding, ding, ding.
Ding. Yep. Now the days when
Yes.
Mr. America fought Piper at Judgment Day 03. And then he's fighting Sean O'Hare on SmackDown. God rest his soul. I'm not telling you everything that you don't already know. Such potential. And then he went into the shitter.
Yeah. Poor Sean O'Hare.
Poor Sean.
And we were robbed with Sean O'Hare, too.
We were, man. And I used to love his little theme song, that Come On, which is very interesting because it was done by Waterproof Blonde, who also sang the theme song for Christian, that Just Close Your Eyes, the first version. And before that, Sean O'Hare had that Neurotica song, All My Friends Crush You, which was very good. Neurotica also sang, The Ride of Your Life, which was on the Forcible Entry soundtrack, and the King of the Ring 02 theme, man. Oh, good times. Angela.
I mean, basically, it was the Ruthless Aggression roster backstage on Raw this week.
That it was.
Now, Tenille Dashwood tried to make Rosemary a proposition, but didn't get very far.
No, she didn't.
And then Tenille said something like, losing her last partner, and Caleb of is like, what? No, not you, obviously. Oh, okay. Somebody's got to carry her bags.
Okay, he was great this week. Okay.
I don't see how far we could go with Rosemary and Tenille Dashwood. I mean, that's one hell of a mismatch. I mean, she shouldn't even really work with Taya, but it does. Because Rosemary's kind of found this perfect balance now between her gimmick and sort of blending in with real people. The women's, knockouts tag team title tournament continues, and now we know the final. After Havoc and Nevaeh got a win over Grace and Jazz, which of course means they will face Tasha and Kiara at Hard to Kill next week.
Completely shocks me, but then they made up with it for, which I'm sure we'll get to here in a minute.
Yeah, exactly the same. I wasn't expecting them to win, but then it made sense later on. So before we get to that, Rich Swann and the Guns address Kenny and the Good Brothers before Shelley decides they should go and invade Kenny's bus. Bad idea. They get blindsided right outside the bus.
You know what's interesting? It reminded me of the Vine created by Tyler the Creator. You could come on the bus. Psych! Because that's what Kenny Omega and the friggin' Gallows and Anderson, man, the elite club, if you will, there, the elite, man, talking about the fact that, psych, and they kicked the bejesus out of Rich Swann and the Guns.
Yeah, it's almost like they forgot that there's a TV on the bus.
I saw this segment, and all I could think, I was like, man, I didn't know you had to be a podcaster to know that Bullet Club is for life.
For life.
Who would have thought? I thought that was pretty fucking obvious, but okay.
Man.
You know what you're referencing there, you son of a gun.
No, I mean, I'm just saying.
I just say that
Willikers, I just be saying.
Well, Travis just channeled his inner Gregory Helms there. I'm just saying.
I'll take that.
All right.
Yeah, what's up with that? Now, backstage is where they kind of made up for the confusing result of Jazz and Jordan Grace not advancing to the final. As Jordan Grace is obviously frustrated, Jazz tried to console her, and then Jordan's just like, maybe we should face each other, Hard to Kill. And Jazz like, I'm all over that.
Okay. All right. Oh, it reminded me of 03 Jazz. The bitch is back. And now we're going to get Jordan Grace and Jazz. And you know it's going to end with Grace, Miss Grace winning because of the fact we got to put over the young girl.
Yeah, and I think there's a good level of respect there, so I'm sure Jazz is okay with that. But something weird happened with Jordan Grace.
It could go. I mean, it could go either way because it's going to be her retirement match.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, I think Jazz is old school, or she'll go out on it back.
Yeah.
But Mike, I think you can take this one. Something even stranger happened to Jordan Grace this week on Instagram.
Excuse me. Oh my. Okay. I'll take it in a second, man, because of the fact that I can't breathe. Give me 2 seconds. Hold on. I'm not gonna lie.
Hell, Moses is about to get freaking bowed up with that shit.
Okay, Moses, you take it.
What happened now?
So Jordan Grace lost, 25,000 followers on Instagram because they thought she was transgender.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Okay, now that I can breathe.
What?
But I'm confused. Did they stop
in
following
the
her
dumb-
because they were disappointed that she wasn't, or because they thought she was?
Let me take it now that I can breathe. My apologies, guys. So what happened was Jordan Grace put up like a now and then thing where you can love me at my worst, right? So it's this old photo of her with like short hair, like really short hair, right?
Right.
So
she
then
still looks like a fucking chick.
Then it's her right now. And I guess a lot of people thought she looked like a transgender. She was born transgender. And she lost over like 5,000 of them Instagram followers. And friggin', a lot of people were hating on her, man, and pretty much saying that she was transgender. So she lost followers over some bullshit.
Okay, I can see the picture now.
Yep.
I can kind of see it. I mean, but it's just because her hair is tied back, that's all.
Yeah, but people are also fucking dumb, man. Yeah. She lost 500 Instagram followers over that photo.
My whole thing is like, you honestly don't pay attention to what she's been like posting all the other time. Like it had like been some other fucking thing. Like all of a sudden, oh no, she's just transgender. Like what the fuck? I don't understand this. I don't understand why this fucking sheer stupidity of people. Like she's obviously a fucking chick. Yeah, she is a big muscular looking chick. She's not your, little thing. She's not exactly a BBW. No, she's a fucking bodybuilder. Oh my God.
But at the same time, there's nothing like masculine looking in her
face. Did people fucking
She's...
think China was transgender too, or what?
I think a good deal of people actually did, yeah.
Hey, man.
Like, dude, come on now. It's fucking pro wrestling. You fucking know that there's going to be big, strong ladies.
Do you want me to say the word Moses Marquez? You know what they thought she was?
Go for it.
Mannish.
Okay, and?
That's what they say, man. If it's a girl that looks like that with big muscles and stuff like that, they call them mannish and shit, man, which is horrible. I don't say it. Other people say it. Rude asses bitches.
Like, I mean, I've been following Jordan Grace for, at least 5 years.
Okay.
At least 5 years. And I remember the days where it was like, you looked at her and you were like, are you like just a big girl? Are you trying to be like strong? Like couldn't really get the whole, is she a good looking girl or is she just like a bodybuilder? What's her whole gimmick? And then she started to like, I don't know, I guess I don't want to say the whole accept womanhood, but somebody told her, hey, you're kind of hot, right? And she just ran with it. And I'm glad that happened because that's like the fucking reality. I'm still flabbergasted that people think she would be a fucking trans just because she's fucking big and strong.
She also posted a picture a couple of months ago of her in 2008 with her mom. Even there, she looks like a chick.
I was gonna say, I was like, come on, dude. Like, yes, I get it. And then that's the whole thing. Like, at her worst, bud. At her worst.
You know what it is, too? Then she had to comment on this, and she wrote, something bizarre happened after I posted this on Instagram. Yeah. I lost 500 followers, mostly men, because they thought I was transgender. Comment section is wild. Sad to say, I'm just kind of ugly sometimes.
I mean, that's kind of funny. I mean, at least she's, like, cracking jokes on it. But I just don't. Yeah, I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, I've seen this picture. I saw it. I scrolled. I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. But how in the like you look at her, she looks like every other fucking chick that doesn't want to do anything on a fucking Saturday morning but play pool. My hair's up, my fucking glasses are on, I'm in clothes that I don't give a shit about.
Yep.
And they thought she was a dude.
Yep.
All these motherfuckers need to look at their wives.
Oh.
That's if they've got them.
There you go. Because I don't. Come on now.
It was dumb. I remember I sent you guys the story in the group, and I'm like, this is really the topic for today. Okay. People think Jordan Grace is a transgender. All right. I guess this is a thing.
Okay, see, that's where it was. I was like, I think somebody somebody said something in the group, and then I was like, okay, whatever. And then I seen it on Instagram, and I'm like, huh. And then I kept scrolling. That's it. I didn't pay attention, but I also didn't read the caption. So the picture was like, okay. And then gave it a good old thumbs up or whatever the fuck you do on Insta Slam.
That's the normal response. The normal response is, okay, you know, she's doing a comparison thing. Not friggin' how these people acted.
Not, oh shit, she was a dude. No, she wasn't.
She wasn't a dude. What do you mean she wasn't a dude? I'm out of here. Wait a minute, hold on. You were hanging out because you thought she was a dude? Well, yeah. You know, you might as well just go.
She's got her hair tied back. What the fuck? Have you ever lived with a female?
Thank you. Like, Jesus.
Let's just sum it up in one word. Assholes.
Or I'll sum it up in 3 words. You know what that is?
Go for it.
No, that's 4 words. Go ahead.
Tiny dick bastards.
Okay, that works.
That's funny.
TDB.
TDB. Fuckers.
Now, slightly strange segment. Su Yung has become Susan.
Oh my God!
Sorry,
wait, let me take this. Let me take this. Okay, so she's got James Mitchell's in there. You know, oh, so you got rid of Susie. You got rid of Susie. Not quite. Hello, I'm Susan. You know what it reminded me of? And somebody put it on Twitter. Here's what it was, Daz. Remind me of this. Take it back to 2008 when Daphne was the governor making fun of Sarah Palin. That's what it reminded me of. Can you not see that, Dazzy Dangerously?
Absolutely.
Hell yes.
Yeah, so she's now like some kind of, I don't know, lawyer type person.
It's like her version of Joseph Park.
Yeah. Oh, please don't do that again. No Joseph Park ever again, please.
I gotta send the photo. Hold on, let me send the photo to the group. Moses, did you see this?
The worst thing about the Joseph Park thing was they admitted that it was actually Abyss, and then they recycled the storyline a couple of years later.
Ugh.
Like, as if we completely forgot.
What the fuck?
No.
That is Susan. It doesn't look like
fuck?
Su Yung or Susie. Obviously, Su Yung doesn't look like Susie, but it doesn't look like Susie.
Mm-mm.
She legit looks like 10 years older.
Yeah. What the fuck? So, what, she can't just be like the cool zombie lady or demon lady, whatever the fuck she is?
It's the 3 faces of Sue, Moses.
I don't like it. Just go back to being, just go back to being the horror story.
This is where
I'm
she
curious
posts.
to know where it'll go.
This is where she posts on Instagram. If you can't handle me at Susan, you can't have me at Su Yung.
There you go. There you go.
And she loses 25,000 followers because they think she's an attorney.
Ah, I was going to call you for legal advice.
Okay, now Matthew Palmer, who's apparently a security guard, lasts 3 minutes against Moose, as Moose makes the mistake of not just pinning him. He ragdolls him for 3 minutes and then gets distracted by Willie Mack as the time expires.
Yo, you know who Matthew Palmer is? I found out last night who he is. You know who that guy is?
Somebody that lives 10 hours away from that location?
No. First and foremost,
Robert Palmer's brother?
Might as well face it. You're addicted to love, simply irresistible. No. You know who Matthew Palmer is? He is the husband of one Ember Moon.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, I knew I hated him. There was just something about it.
I was like, I hate you.
There was just something about the guy. I was like, I don't like you. And now I know why.
Well, the only reason I knew about it is Ember Moon said congratulations to my hubby tonight. And then I saw what it was. I'm like, okay, her husband's back.
You congratulate him. He got his ass kicked for 3 minutes.
Well, it's an opportunity, Designators.
He was on television.
He was on television. Yes.
Well, from one confusing segment with Su Yung becoming Susan to another, Ethan Page counsels himself as the Karate Man.
Okay. This segment is getting so lambasted on Twitter because they think it's the dumbest shit ever that he's going to fight himself.
It is the dumbest shit ever.
It is, but yeah, it's getting so much hate. But then there's the other side of people like, I wonder how they're going to pull this off.
Like, Impact was majoritarily a pretty good show this week, but then they do stupid shit like this, and it makes them look... This is why people take the piss out of them.
Are you taking the piss?
I'm taking the piss. This is why people laugh at Impact, because they do stuff like this.
Is it taking the piss?
You're taking the piss out of Impact. Okay, main event. Well, yeah, main event. Sami Callihan and Eddie Edwards beat the hell out of each other before even getting in the ring and starting the match. And when they do, the bell rings and the ref very quickly throws it out and just walks away. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
No thanks.
Because they just continue to ignore his rules and beat the crap out of each other.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
It's getting brutal again, and as the brawl continues, Sami shows Alicia trapped backstage. As Eddie Edwards ran to her, he gets ambushed by Ken Shamrock, and then they wrap him in barbed wire and nail him with a baseball bat, as you do.
I'm going to say this right now. I hate Alicia Edwards. Still.
Okay, so what was worse, that or Brie Bella screaming for Daniel Bryan and Kane?
Brie Bella.
Yeah,
Brie Bella.
Okay. See,
however, this part of the match kind of pissed me off because, for one, it was clearly pre-recorded and like completely separate from the match. Like it was a bad cut. You just knew that it was already recorded. It was edited and everything. But when they went to go wrap Eddie with the barbed wire, they didn't even fucking wrap him with it. He just made it look like they did. And then Kim Shamrock had to sit there and hold his fucking arm up the entire time. I'm like, if you messed up, it was already going to be pre-recorded, so could you not retake it? Retake the damn shot? Try again? It was just sloppy.
Well,
I hated it.
That would have meant using more film.
Yeah, one-time take, baby. Film's expensive these days.
I think the only good thing that we got out of it now is we got another barbed wire massacre match that I'm looking forward to.
We do?
Yeah, they announced it. Sammy and Eddie Edwards in a barbed wire massacre match are hard to kill.
Oh, jeez, that's going to be a bloodbath.
Well, the last time I think we saw the barbed wire massacre, wasn't that with LAX and OVE?
I guess so. That was around the time I wasn't watching Impact. I just remember, Sabu and Abyss and Jeff Hardy and Abyss.
Yeah.
Oh, of course you remember Sabu in a barbed wire match. What else did he do?
Well, I mean, the barbed wire massacre, you've had Sabu and Abyss, you had Abyss and the man who is now in MLW, Mil Martes, a.k.a. Judas Macias.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, buddy.
Nice. And, yeah, so that was the end of Impact. And there wasn't a shockwave this week, so I don't know what's going on with NWA. I guess they only filmed 4 episodes.
Aww.
I digress. However, on January 28th, we are ready to rumble all the way back to the 80s as we present the 30th Max Wrestling Special Podcast Promo Rumble 6. For the first time ever, there are 4 Max Wrestling Championships on the line. Obviously, predictions will be determined for the 2021 Royal Rumble, plus a triple threat match with classic rules. It's the first ever 3-time Knowledge Champion, the Phoenix, defending against Alex Dorio and Ella J. Plus, the Phoenix is also back in action, in promo action, as Moses chose him as his challenger for the Promo Championship rematch after the draw at the Maxis, and there must be a winner.
Fucking ain't right.
And finally, the Max Wrestling World Championship is defended for the first time ever, and you, the public, voted for my challenger to be Moneymaker Chris Durham. You were expecting the Shape, you were expecting the Jester. Honestly, I don't know what you're going to get, but I'll tell you this much. The world is mine. And we also... also want to send a special thank you to Alex McMillan of Razor Red Noise for the official podcast promo Rumble 6 theme song in the world. Go check him out now on youtube.com/coversburn. That's BYRRN. And also on Instagram @_Alex McMillan. Thank you very much. I gave you a little bit of a pop there, Mike. Okay, it's time for what is possibly the longest part of the show, because we've got two shows to discuss at the same time as we enter the Wednesday Night Warzone. Both shows were New Year specials this week. We had New Year's Dash Night 1 for AEW and New Year's Evil from NXT. Safe to say, I think NXT had the better opening. Of course, they had Karrion Kross defeating Priest with what seems to be his new finisher, a forearm to the back of the head. Simple, effective, I like it. Unfortunately, though, he did seem to be favouring his shoulder a little bit at the end. I'm not sure exactly how healed it is. I mean, he didn't come back too early, I don't think.
I don't think so. I mean, he looked as ready to come back as can be. He's been working out strong. He's been working. Granted, I will admit that I was looking at him, and I'm not trying to be that judgmental guy. I'm not. But when he first came to NXT, he was ripped. He was big. He was shredded. He was leaned out. It looks like he's stayed on that I got to get big diet and didn't lose enough flab. So I mean, he's still got his size, which is cool, but he needs to tone it up so he can get his thing back. But he did look a little slower for sure, a little more cautious. But I mean, I still liked it. I hope he's okay. I hope he didn't rush back from this injury. But the collarbone is one that, or it was the collarbone. It was either collarbone or separated shoulder, right?
Yeah, separated shoulder.
Separated.
There you go, separated shoulder. Okay, so that one's a little less severe. But I mean, he was out for 4 months, 6 months.
Yeah.
He was out for a few months.
Yeah.
So he should be good. It's just he needs to shake off that rust.
I mean, he was okay when he picked up Scarlett at the end. I mean, she was all over him last night.
Trust me, bro. If there's one thing I'm going to be good at, it's picking her up.
I just want to say, did you guys see their New Year's party? So if you go on the Instagram Live at Karrion Kross, it was him and Scarlett just dancing the night away. You know what I'm saying? Do a little tango, a little something, something. You lucky son of a bitch, Karrion Kross.
Ah.
That guy right there. That guy.
Mm-hmm.
That guy is like a role model.
That he is. And he's got a smoke show, man. Oh, is she a smoke show? Woo!
Damn.
Damn.
As we said, they had a better opening match than Dynamite. Not that the Dynamite match was bad, but it was the 8-man tag between SCU and the Young Bucks getting a win over the Hybrid 2 and the Acclaimed.
Oh, hold on a minute. You forgot the one thing Acclaim did that was the best thing, man. So Max Caster, I'm talking about Platinum Max Caster. Yes, I'm representing LI, baby. Friggin' him and Anthony Bowens did a diss track friggin' talking about Buck Hunt. Every time I shoot, better duck, son. And he's talking about Young Bucks only kissed one girl because they're Christian. And it made me laugh because it was funny. Give me some more of their raps. And they ain't crap. I love it so much.
I hate it.
Hate on poor Clay. Max Caster and the Bowens. What's wrong with it, Trav?
I mean, it can be funny, but I've never rap.
See, I'm not a rap guy. Rap is crap.
There you go, Kurt Hennig, Bobby Duncombe Jr., and friggin' oh my God, Barry Windham.
Yeah, that was on the Mayhem album.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
It's just so weird for me. I guess it's just been overdone, I think. Hey, but just every time they come out and one's trying to rap and the other one's got a wannabe boombox, and like, no, just fucking stop. Like, if you want to rap, then put it on your fucking intro music. If you're gonna come down rapping, just leave that shit for our truth.
Put it on SoundCloud.
SoundCloud. Well, he is on SoundCloud. Platinum Max Caster, man. Max Caster's also an artist. He does a lot of raps. By the way, Travis, I got to send you one. He did one with Kristen Statlander.
Oh, God.
Oh, see, now you've piqued his interest.
No, not really. It just made me lose a little respect for her.
Hey, man. Don't hate. Don't hate, man. I'm representing the Long Island. Shut up. Shut the fuck up, Travis.
I told you to send it. So shut
I
you.
have sent There it is.
Well, after the match, SCU challenged the Bucks for the tag team titles. They seem to be talking like they're splitting up soon.
Wouldn't be surprised.
I got it. It's time, I think, but at the same time, it's like, no, I don't want to see it happen, but it's their time.
I mean, they've been together a while now. Of course, I remember them as Bad Influence in Impact, which was, God, must have been about 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, they've had a good run as far as tag teams go.
Back when Christopher Daniels was still coming out in eyeliner.
Yes.
Maybe they can focus more on their comic book career.
I remember comparing his dance entrance to the Grim Reaper in Bill and Ted. And he actually DM'd me back saying his dance move were outstanding. Because back then he didn't like replying to people publicly. He DM'd them back. Okay, John Moxley finally made his return.
Hold on, before we get to that, I don't mean to laugh because you're talking about Christopher Daniels, but still one of my favorite theme songs with Impact at the time, because Bad Influence, the only thing I remember about it had that beat. Remember the beat, Daz? Yes. It was bam, oh my God!
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think I downloaded it.
Did you?
All right, John Moxley finally made his return. His first live appearance in over a month. Apart from his tribute, obviously, which I guess was pre-recorded. So it was his first live appearance on Dynamite since December 2nd, losing the title to Omega. Mox just very pissed off, of course, vows revenge on Kenny and Callis for how they won the title. But the next match saw Wardlow get a very surprising win over Jake Hager with the F10.
Yeah. Fucking hell, what a match. I loved it.
I also love the fact that in the circle we're on stage watching.
Yeah. Oh, this is the match I have been waiting for since Wardlow first debuted in AEW. This is the match, and it was everything I hoped it would be.
Yeah, it was Haas battle. Loved it.
Like I said,
fucking dudes are out there just doing like they're like as Harold pointed out so eloquently. These guys are huge and gigantic, and they're out there just like as smooth as glass, doing it. And the Wardlow with his high spots, and then fucking Hager still looks like he's in fight shape, like he's gonna fucking tear your face off. It's like, goddamn.
That's what I mean. Like, it was surprising because you look at Hager's background, you kind of expected him to get an easy win.
Yeah, that you would think that, and then like I said, Wardlow, I'm like, dude, where like Wardlow when they finally put the light on him and they allow him to shine, he shines.
Yeah,
and he is one of those dudes where it's like, fuck, man, where are you hiding this guy? Stop hiding this guy. Like, we need more of this guy. Like, I'm already calling for him to be fucking TNT champ.
Well,
it's great.
We'll stick with this because I don't think you're going to be as positive about the next segment. Private Party bump into Snoop Dogg backstage before Matt Hardy
fuck that guy.
presents them with new contracts.
Okay, so this motherfucker, oh my God. So he's like standing there and fucking dumb shit's all, I brought the gin. Where's the juice? And first off, that's a gigantic bottle of gin. I'm just saying. But hey, if you're going to get down, you might as well get down the right way. So then he asks the other dude, like, where's the juice? Well, I didn't bring the juice. Well, then first off, you suck. And second off, just fucking crack it open. Let's get hammered. Because I'm not waiting around for juice. In comes Snoop. Of course, he's got the juice. He's probably got some weed, but it's TNT, so we can't show the weed. And then in comes goddamn piece of shit Matt Hardy. I'm screaming at my laptop, go the fuck away. Everybody in the goddamn chat's laughing at me because I can't stand this fucker. And then he gives him a contract where he demands that he gets 30%. And I'm like, 30% of what? And then he forces him to sign, and then everybody's like, that's a good deal. I'm like, that's a good deal? This motherfucker's getting 30% of your fucking cut, bud, to do jack shit. He ain't a manager. He's just some fucking mark who's following you guys around. God, I can't stand this fucker. He needs to go away.
I couldn't pay attention to this segment because everybody was making fun of damn Southern accents.
Yeah, that's right.
Pissing me off.
Oh, that's right. Because what did he? He's, oh yeah, I had to go get my lawyer.
Yeah, I was like, they're like, hey, listen to that. He didn't even say that right. I'm like, I thought he said it pretty damn normal.
Fucking Trav's off. He's like, am I the only one that thinks that that's normal? I'm like, I was like, oh, Trav, it's all right. Oh, gee, heck, you're all right, Trav. You'll be all right, bud.
Hold on. In his defense, yes, that sounds normal because everyone on my mom's side and where I also live. Yes, that definitely is normal.
That's how it's said. That's how you say it, lawyer.
That's how he said it. He's very true on this. I'm not lying here. He's right.
People need to be watching more My Cousin Vinny.
Yes. The two youths.
Where's your attorney?
Well, hold on.
I am the attorney. Oh, okay.
Gotta go back to Matt for a second. Okay. And here's the thing, and I've seen the chats, and also, speaking of chats, we forgot to mention this earlier. I have now dubbed it the hashtag Marquez Lingo, because Robert Davis started the watch party for New Japan, and we were sitting there watching it because I joined Robert as we were watching New Japan, and I said, somewhere right now, he's sleeping and dreaming. Moses Marquez is saying, this poor fucker, and this fucker, and so, and then Moses saw it and he put the laugh emoji. I just had to put that out there. But yeah, I dubbed it the Marquez lingo because, you know, Moses, you do say this poor fucker and that fucker a lot. We could go everywhere with your lingo, sir. So it's not even the Moisms right now. It's the Marquez lingo. And hell, it's ML because it's my initial, biatch. So anyway, I digress. So Matt Hardy, I told this was on the AEW chat, and I just watched Moses get angrier and angrier and angrier, and that is one of the best parts about the AEW chat and friggin' RWT, is watching Moses get angry every time Matt Hardy comes out.
You know what?
And you did not disappoint.
Every time I watch Dynamite and Matt Hardy comes on, I always think, I can't wait for tomorrow. Because Moses is going to shit all over this segment.
Because I can't stand this fucking guy. He does nothing. At least the other fucker on the other TV's messing around with the fucking stoner. And it's like, all right, cool. Well, at least he's doing something. I don't want to see him either, but at least he's fucking doing something. This poor bastard's just, I'm going to show up and take 30% of your fucking money.
Hold on. I got it. I'm
not trying to make you mad.
Don't bad mouth. Don't bad mouth Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, you can talk all the shit you want about Matt. don't shit on Jeff.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy as the Hardy Bros. It's funny and it's good. Yeah, don't talk trash about Jeff, who's actually doing something. While
That's
Matt
what I
Hardy,
said. He's actually doing something.
Yeah, friggin' Matt Hardy.
Hey, like, also you gotta realize, you know, we're on Max Wrestling right now, and who did an opening for us?
Yes,
Jeff.
That's fantastic. So good.
You know, I'm pretty sure Matt commented on the whole Matt Riddle Jeff Hardy thing this week, saying, "Oh, they're just trying to have a Matt and Jeff thing because they can't have me."
No, dude, shut up. Nobody cares.
He's kind of not wrong though.
Yeah, you're not wrong, but I'm pretty sure they just think Matt Riddle's a good match for Jeff Hardy.
Yes, because one's a stoner and one is
a former stoner.
Former stoner, yes. I had to think how I had to word it.
Now you say it like that, it's probably not a good idea to put him with Matt Riddle.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like, you sure, man?
You definitely clean, bro?
You sure you're sober, man?
Damn.
I swear I got some CBD stuff, man. It shows up clean on the test, man.
But yeah, no, fucking Matt Hardy. That's why it pains me, because as a Hardy Boy fan, I've said this. I love the Hardy Boys, but the fact that friggin' Matt Hardy has just become the drizzling shits, and I don't care about him with Private Party, I hate it. And the fact that he's a heel now for no goddamn reason makes me annoyed.
That's the thing. He's just hanging around like a sore thumb.
Yeah, that's my thing with Matt is I feel like he's let himself go, and he's been stiff in the ring for years. But Jeff, he can still go.
Oh, yeah.
It may take him a little bit longer to get back up, but he can still go.
And he's not really as graceful as he used to be. Obviously, with the Swanton now, it's the pancake bomb.
Yeah, it is.
But, he's what, 40-something now?
In his early 40s, man, yeah.
Yeah. So he's not going to be as graceful, but at least
like
he
he's
can
in his
still
late
go.
50s. Yeah, whatever. He can bump around. That's fine.
Yeah. He's still trying to destroy his back because it's spinal.
Oh, yeah. It's spinal. My back is broken.
All right, back to NXT. Santos Escobar defeats Gran Metalik with a Falcon Arrow to retain the Cruiserweight Championship.
Fuck, this match was good. God damn, I love this match. Fucking Gran Metalik finally got some goddamn time to shine. He's out here doing his fucking flippy shit all over the place. Santos Escobar, like an asshole, tries to take his mask off. I yelled, "You fucker."
It's crazy, really, how much TV time Lucha House Party are getting recently.
Hey, dude, I'm all about it. Fuck, about time. Give them some, they need some fucking rub. You have excellent talent just sitting there. Now, Lindsay is not, the greatest, but he can go. Kalisto, I don't give a rat's fuck about, because he's whatever.
Where is Kalisto? What's he doing?
I was just going to ask you the same thing. I don't know what the fucker guy is.
Somebody sign him up with Matt Hardy.
He's
too
on short.
Doing nothing. And him and Dorado and Metalik are on Raw getting the shine, and Kalisto's on SmackDown doing nothing.
Well, then let him do nothing while Metalik gets some shine, much deserved to shine. I was hoping he would pull out the W, win the title, but, I mean, Santos has a lot behind him, but he's also getting stale to me, too. You know what I mean? His gimmick hasn't exactly improved. They haven't changed much. Apparently, they're sponsored by Geico. So it's time to mix it up.
Yeah.
You brought in a lucha. You had a great lucha match. Let's fucking either keep having great lucha matches or change them up.
On the mic, he's full heel as well, but in the ring, he doesn't do anything heelish.
No,
be a
not
heel
at all.
If you're gonna be a heel.
Yeah, that's something he needs to seriously work on as far as in-ring style. He holds on to. I'm trying to think of what his persona was in Lucha Underground again.
King Cuerno.
Thank you. He was a tweener, if you will, in Lucha Underground. So King Cuerno he could have his heel moments, but he would still wrestle like a babyface. He still had that ultimate babyface comeback, that fucking mile-long dive that he would do and shit. So, I mean, he can change his style up. His mic work is awesome. So, like I said, in little improvements, or you can just keep having good lucha matches. But then that's what I'm going to expect every fucking time I see that Cruiserweight title.
Well, we go from that match to a straight-up mollywhopping as Xia Li returns and mollywops Katrina Cortez.
Oh, poor Katrina, man. Good Lord, that was a mollywop.
I was like, hey, it's Kalisto's girlfriend thing, wife, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And then she got her ass beat.
I also like the fact that they've added another element to this whole mysterious thing with Xia Li and Boa, with the new guy that we don't know who the hell he is.
Or the woman.
Or a woman, whoever it is, I don't know.
It looks
that's what
confused the fuck out of me too. Well, because I mean, a couple of weeks ago, when we'd see the videos, we'd catch a glimpse and it looked like a girl, looked like some demon lady. And now we're getting in here, and it looks like they just got some fucking geek out of the back and painted him up and said, "Go sit out there," because it didn't look like the same person at all. And I'm like, what in the fuck is going on? Who the fuck is this creepy, weird-looking person?
Is it?
Why all of a sudden are you in excellent shape?
It's like Retribution all over again. We don't know who they're going to be, so just send people out there.
Yep, fuck it.
My original thought was, so if it was a woman, and I'm thinking to myself, what Japanese talent have they used? And the first name that came to my mind was the legendary Miss Mako Satomura, who was in the Mae Young Classic.
I was just thinking the same.
Yep.
But would she be able to come over from Japan still? Isn't she back home?
I have no idea, man. But that was my first thought. But I think you're right about that. But that was just the first person that came to mind because I remember they used her.
Maybe that's why they're using a stand-in.
It'd be me and him.
No.
Yeah, please get out of Retribution, Mia. Do what Mercedes did.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Here's what they did. They said, Mercedes, what we're going to do is we're going to put you in Retribution, call you back up to the roster. You know what Mercedes Martinez said? I'm good. I'm going to go back to NXT.
Love it.
And look at her now.
I must say, speaking of people who are talking about going up, did we talk about how rumors are going around that Priest is on his way up?
Yeah, and Ciampa.
Fuck, I didn't hear about Ciampa. I heard about fucking big dude. Fine, you can take it.
They've been saying that about Ciampa for like a year.
Yeah, and I remember the rumor that Ciampa apparently said if they ever asked him to leave NXT, he'd just retire and become a producer.
Yeah,
fine with me. Because please don't go to the main.
This is that time of year that I hate because this guy's going to WWE. Oh, here comes Ronda Rousey.
It's January when contracts end.
Yeah, I'm just shocked Dazzy hasn't even started in on the Ronda Rousey shit yet.
I quit on Ronda Rousey. They've missed so many golden opportunities to bring her back now, and she's too busy fucking gaming.
Yeah,
she don't want to come back. She knows she don't want to come back. She doesn't want the hard schedule of having to put people over.
No, she hated.
Why can't I just go out there and kill him?
Story. It's Royal Rumble season, so there's always the speculations. Hell, they're even saying who was it? Jay White?
Yeah, Jay White.
Oh, fuck no. First off, Jay White's a very smart young man. He knows damn well I'm not going to WWE for nothing.
It's also a lot different this year.
Yeah, from what I've heard, there's like little to no people being released from contracts and being possible signees. The two biggest names I've heard for free agents this year are Ethan Page and fucking Jay White. That's it. And maybe Kazuchika Okada, but he's not going to fucking leave Japan.
Pillman Jr.
Pillman Jr. is already basically going to sign with AEW. Like, that's fucking well known.
But that's what I'm saying, though. It's like, it's Rumble season, and there's no reports about contracts. So they're like, okay, so who's getting called up?
I'm about to say call-ups and legends.
Yeah,
expect call-ups and legends.
Seems to be less leaks going on, but there's also still some travel restrictions still going on, and obviously there's no crowd. Well, there is a rumor that they're going to have limited audience at the Rumble, which would be fresh for WWE. I mean, AEW have been doing it for fucking how long?
I mean, yeah, for a while now. I mean, and then last night, hell, it looked like they allowed more people in that place.
Even Wrestle Kingdom didn't look too bad for the crowd.
No, and on top of that, fucking looked like Japan was going to go into another lockdown. They ended up not, and then they had the show regardless if they were going to go into lockdown or not. They were like, "Fuck you, we're doing this show," and then they got told, "No, you guys are good. Go ahead." And then because it's a fucking 80,000 plus seat stadium dome, fucking of course they still had like 10,000 people in the motherfucker. I don't know if that was the actual number though, but I know that there was a lot because fuck, it definitely. I mean, it wasn't as ruckus as every other Wrestle Kingdom I've ever watched.
Yeah,
but it definitely wasn't any less loud.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, Japanese.
And all they could do is stomp and clap.
Japanese crowds are typically pretty quiet anyway, so it didn't really sound any different.
But damn.
All right.
Love me some Wrestle Kingdom. That shit was great.
Rhea Ripley and Raquel Gonzalez had another
match.
I mean, it was off the chain right from the beginning. There was a spot where Raquel rips off literally part of the fence with the handcuffs and then just smashes Rhea in the face with it.
Yep.
This match was beyond sick. Like, I loved it, but it infuriated me all at the same time.
Yeah, you're probably on the same wavelength as me. So, like, there was a spot where Rhea drove Raquel through the glass door, and I was laughing earlier, Mike, because, of course, Dakota attacked Rhea with a kendo stick, and then you were mentioning being locked in a locker, and that's exactly what Rhea Ripley did to Dakota Kai.
Yeah. That didn't make me happy, though.
Yeah, but after putting Rhea through the stage, Raquel beats the count, and Rhea takes yet another loss. And I tweeted out as Rhea actually won a singles match since she jumped to Charlotte, and then Mike and everybody else was like, "Oh, she won this match not too long ago." I'm like, okay, but she hasn't won a big match. She seems to be losing all the big matches.
She hasn't won the matches that matter.
Yeah, exactly.
The last matches I remember her winning, and the dude under it also so eloquently put it on your tweet there, man, was she beat Aaliyah in that thing with Robert Stone.
Yeah, but everybody beats Aaliyah.
That is true. She also beat Reina in the one-on-one match that was before the last woman standing. And I believe that was about it, like Aaliyah and Raquel. And I think she may have beaten, she didn't beat Toni Storm. I think Toni Storm beat her due to outside interference. But yeah, no, that was her last two wins were Aaliyah and Reina the first time around. Raquel. I'm sorry, I got to get used to calling her Raquel, not Reina Gonzalez.
Well, at least you didn't call her fucking Raquel Diaz like I did.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Shaw Guerrero over here.
I would not be unhappy though if Rhea got called up, because I think she's had too many losses in NXT recently now to come back from it. So it would be refreshing for her to go to SmackDown or Raw.
First order of business, come out and mollywop Charlotte.
Yes, Rhea win the Rumble, go mollywop Charlotte at WrestleMania, please.
Yep.
Or if they're just gonna keep giving her this kind of treatment, fuck that shit. Go to AEW, improve that women's division, and show the image fucking woman.
Yeah. Oh, Rhea Ripley would really shake up the women's division in AEW because they're all tiny.
Hell yeah.
She would tower over everybody as well.
I would just the possibilities. Like, hey, I do that often, anyways, just for my own pleasure. It's just thinking of like, hey, who could you put up against from this company to this company? You know, who like fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like Darby Allin and Crazy Steve, or just stuff like that. And like, I think Sheeta versus Rhea Ripley would be pretty fucking awesome.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well,
speaking of Sheeta,
Sheeta's got experience taking down bigger women. But yeah, speaking of Sheeta, Mike.
I was gonna say Abaddon, man.
Yeah, that too. Or Chris Statlander.
No, man.
I actually
talking about the bite, man. Biting her. Friggin' Sheeta and Abaddon. Oh.
I actually forgot this match was on the card until it happened. I'm not sure what I was expecting because Sheeta's just beating everybody. It may be too early to give the title to Abaddon, even though she seems indestructible, but obviously she's not because she lost the match.
Mm-hmm. Sad.
Yeah. Maybe they shouldn't have booked a women's title match so soon.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I was like, maybe a little early. I was hoping it was going to be the other way around, but I mean, they've got something planned for Sheeta, and they're not breaking off of it. My guess is they're saving her for Riho.
Riho?
If and when she's able to come back.
Oh, she's stuck in Japan, yeah.
I thought she was done with AEW.
As far as I know, she still has a contract with them.
I could have sworn she might be done? Going back to Stardom. Or
I know
what's that?
AEW allows people to work other promotions like that, especially when they're outside their country. So I mean, it's a possibility. Like I said, I've heard that she's still on the roster, and let's see who else was hanging out still, because I know Statlander's hanging out still. She's, I guess, just injured.
Well, looking at Riho's Wikipedia page, it says she's signed to AEW, but is currently unable to wrestle in the US due to COVID-19 travel restrictions.
See, goddamn COVID. Fucking shit up, wait. So, but I mean, like I said, she could become. Well, I'm hoping. Well, I don't know. I don't know when that's going to open up. So.
Then in December, apparently Dave Meltzer said she's no longer with the company. Oh, she's no longer with Stardom.
Okay.
Because AEW, because she's with AEW and Stardom wanted her to work full time, so she's no longer with Stardom.
See, she's at home collecting the check. Must be nice.
So we jumped ahead a little bit, but going back, we had the weigh-in between Brian Cage and Darby Allin.
What the hell was that?
Wait a minute. Hold on.
He said the line.
What the hell was that? Yes, we got a what the hell was that?
What the hell?
Oh my!
This thing was awesome. So fucking whole team has to come out.
Sometimes I forget I said that shit.
Stupid. But no, I mean, I thought this whole thing was. I mean, it was fine. It was nothing too fucking whatever. But so. I have like nitpicks with it, but they're funny ones at least. So like, I don't understand why all fucking Team Taz needs to come out, but anytime I get to see Powerhouse Will Haas, I'm all about it anyway. So they fucking come out, and I'm like looking at Cage, and then here comes fucking Dabby, and I'm like, Cage is like 3 of you, bro. It's okay though. Why the fuck are we doing this weigh-in thing? I'm like, wait, why are we doing this weigh-in thing? Like, we've never done a weigh-in, but all right.
Yeah, just stand next to each other. Yeah, he's definitely bigger than you.
So, and then that was the thing that killed me. Fucking Taz is all, well, how do I know he's bigger than him? I'm like, excuse me? How do you know that Cage is bigger than Darby? Are your eyes broken? Because mine worked just fine. And I'm fucking at home sitting down watching through the TV. So this big fucker gets on the scale. He's like 280 something. And then so he gets off, and then fucking Darby gets on, and he's like 140 something, and Taz throws a fit. Well, look at all the goddamn clothes he has on. I'm like, I'm sorry, what?
That belt buckle's made out of metal for a start.
I was like, oh my god, just fuck off.
The only thing worth the time in this segment was seeing the new belt.
Yeah, but we didn't even get a good look at it. Like.
Yeah, that kind of made me mad.
Until it was posted on Twitter, I couldn't even tell that it was just the same belt with a black strap. But it does look better.
I mean, the black really does make it pop. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I really liked it, but yeah, way to not even give a fuck about showing it off.
Well, you gotta also think like you don't want to. They can't go out and like present it to them, or they can't, make a big deal about it because it'll take away the legacy of the old strap. You know what I mean? And like it would take away from that, and they want the old strap to still be.
I understand that, but you're telling me then when this motherfucker is walking outside or walking into the ring, he can't pull it up, maybe like put it over his shoulder, give it a little rub, and then walk?
He tried to, but I think he kind of messed it up. He was supposed to, because it was kind of hidden when he first came out through the tunnel.
Yeah, because he was carrying
and he went to go hold it up.
Yeah, I was like, "What the fuck, dude?"
I don't know if it was just a Darby fuck up or a cameraman fuck up.
Well, even when Tony just kind of went, "Oh yeah, by the way, he's got a new belt because we retired the old one last week," and Darby just completely ignored him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was like,
I don't know. It was weird. It was very awkward, but it still looks good though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So as Team Taz close in on Darby, because apparently he weighs less than they say he does, out comes Sting once again to make the save.
It's Sting!
The save? What save? He didn't make no fucking...
Well, I mean, they hightailed it out of the ring again. Even though there's like freaking 4 or 5 of them, and they keep running away from Sting.
Okay, hold on. All right, here's Mike's not got his rant gimmicks. Here's for mine. Somebody needs to clip this. Send it to the big TK. TK, listen up. Look here. I know you're probably a little invested with the Jags right now. You got the first overall pick. Trevor Lawrence looks sexy. Focus, okay? Focus. I need you to focus. I need you to pay attention. I need you to look right at me, even though I'm on a goddamn audio platform right now. What I need you to do is I need you to understand that Sting needs to fucking do something. He can't just stand there and fucking just be this guy that points a fucking bat and looks like you're, the scary grandpa during Halloween all the fucking time. And by the way, it's Christmas is over. Can we stop with the snow? Okay, you're in fucking Florida. They've never seen snow before. Enough with the snow. Like I said, unless you legitimately plan to show up in the summer with Surfer Sting, I'm sick of the fucking snow. Have him do something. Swing the fucking bat at somebody, for crying out loud. Get in the ring and howl even. But just go in there, walk through a door. Not come down from rafters, even though there's no fucking rafters. Not, come through the entranceway. No, he comes through the back door and then just walks. Do something with this fucking guy. And this is coming from a Sting mark, okay?
I love that. They never
Stop
seen
paying
snow
attention
before.
to the draft and start doing shit with Sting, goddammit.
Why the fuck's the rain solid and white?
They're like, what the hell is this?
It is a cool entrance, but yeah, they can't do the winter thing forever. I mean, like, what is Sting, the Night King?
Yes.
Well, winter's coming, though. It's always coming. Winter's here 24/7.
That would be a lot cooler if they didn't get mollywopped in Game of Thrones.
Molly.
All that build-up and they killed him in one episode. But I digress. Yeah, I also see Sting as the angry guy. He kind of like Clint Eastwood in Gran Turismo. Not Gran Turismo, Gran Torino. Yeah, Gran Turismo was a fucking racing game. Gran Torino.
What was that?
You fucking kids come around after Darby Allin.
You know what that reminds me of, a Gran Torino? Where friggin', the gang members are coming up on the girl, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the wankster comes over. He goes, "Way to go, old man! Shut up, pussy."
Yeah. I don't care how old he is. Don't fuck with Clint Eastwood.
Oh, of course. You ever come across someone that you shouldn't have fucked with? That's me.
Yes. Now, FTR insult Marco Stunt. Poor guy's been getting insulted all week. Last week he got insulted by an 8-year-old. Great segment, by the way.
That he did.
Marco Stunt then gets pissed off and demands to take Luchasaurus' spot with Jungle Boy next week in their tag match. Yeah, he's going to get mollywopped.
He's going to get hurt.
Molly-whopped.
He's going to get Marco whopped.
Marco whopped. I like that. Okay.
I think Moses said it last night. Somebody did, but I'll say it now. They need to pull the plug on the fucking 4 Horsemen or whatever it is they got.
That was Harold.
FTR. Yeah, well, either way, somebody said it, and they need to do it. They need to pull the plug on it and get it rolling.
Yeah, it's time. It's time. Whether your 4th guy is going to be fucking Sean Spears or it's going to be somebody else, but you need your 4th now. And we need to get this fucking moving.
Well, they still need
FTR
the
is stale as shit.
They need the 3rd and the 4th.
Okay, fine. So go find another fucking tag team. I don't know if I can do something. Let's go. Choppity motherfucking chops. Like I said, FTR has gotten stale. And it sucks to say that. It's great to be, and I have said this before about everybody else. Like, especially when it comes down to AEW, being a big name does not do you enough. Putting on great matches is not enough. You need more to be a big star in this company.
I just wanted to ask y'all. I'm glad that we brought this up. I was watching, Wrestle Kingdom and the little promo with Mox. What do y'all think the possibilities of him being one of those members would be?
I kind of like him as the lone sort of.
He is a total lone wolf.
Well, yeah. I mean, they were calling him, they basically called him a horseman, because writer named Death.
Right.
That's one of the horsemen.
But that was his thing in Japan. He was the Death Rider.
I know, but it could play in. You never know.
Remember?
Nah, I don't want to know.
6 years ago when he won the WWE title, people comparing him to Stone Cold. He's closer to Stone Cold now than he ever was.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Or I could see a loose cannon Brian Pillman in him.
That too.
Max has got a gun.
Yes. Spock got a gun.
All right. The Way celebrate Johnny Gargano breaking his curse of defending the North American title last week before Travis's favorite segment of the week as Shotzi interrupts and the best way I can describe it is fires a projectile from her tank at Austin Theory's balls.
Hold on. Let's say it the right way. Since Steve Corino is a coach and everything at NXT and helps him, she friggin' firecrackered him in the ding-ding,
She shot him in the dick.
Shot him in the dick. It's 21 Jump Street. Who shoots a guy in the dick? You. I fucking cherish you.
I think my favorite part about that bit is it. If you go back and look at it, it kind of looks like Austin Theory's trying to catch the bullet so it doesn't hit him, but he messed up and it shot off a lot faster than he was expecting, and he missed, and it actually did get hit.
I can understand why.
I'm pretty sure it was 100% real.
Because when she came out at War Games, it was kind of stiff when it fired out, so it was a little bit slower. So I think he was expecting the same thing again, but nope, boom.
Nope. Well, he was all up fucking close on the goddamn thing, and then bam, right in the nuts. But there's one thing I have to point out is fucking Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae are the shortest parents I've ever seen in professional wrestling. Because like they're both like 5'1", 5'2", and their kids are like 6'4".
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like
they're definitely fostered.
Yeah, you're fucking telling me, bud.
You know,
and then the fucking picture where apparently like fucking Candice is like Captain America, but like a lady version.
Yeah, I do like that we're getting a little bit more mic time from Indy, because previously she's just been stood there doing nothing.
Yeah, I'm glad she's doing some talking at the minimum.
More Indy talking, less Austin talking.
Attaboy. More getting hit in the nuts.
Yes, more of that, please. Well, he did in the tag match, which preceded. Kushida heads off Gargano, and Loomis takes it upon himself as the host to book an impromptu tag match by announcing it with the ring bell and then pointing to a drawing of the match.
This was the one time that I actually liked him. He's just like standing there with the ring bell. Bing! And I'm
How many times have we been saying that Dexter Smith is great and you want to be the first time that you like him? What is wrong with you? Travis and I have been telling you that he's great.
Oh my god. Okay. The reason I don't like him is this guy is the fucking creep from the creep farm, okay? And he apparently is the most athletic creepy farm person I've ever fucking seen, because one minute he's just slow, methodical, choking you out, and then he's over here doing flippy shit. What the fuck? Make up your goddamn
We've
mind.
been telling you for months. Moses goddamn Marquez, we've been telling you for months how great Dexter Loomis was, and now all of a sudden you just want to jump on the damn train? Who are you, the Quad City fucking DJs? Come on, Moses, get with the program.
Quad City? What the fuck are the... Anyway, no, I don't know. Like, he'll rub off on me eventually. It happened with Damian Priest. I'm sure it'll happen with this fucking geek from the creep farm and the fucking flipping and, yeah.
This serial killer.
Right now, I still don't like him. I just don't get it. He's like a silent killer dude that all of a sudden does flips. And then he's kind of cool because now he's extra silent and being weird with the bell and shit.
Yeah, I wish Siri was being silent just then. I didn't even ask her anything.
Well, yeah, fucking Siri never shut the hell up. That's why I buy an Android, baby.
But yes, some miscommunication during the match resulted in another nut shot for Theory. This time accidentally from Gargano.
It was great. Headbutt right to your balls.
And Kushida gets the win.
Attaboy, Kushida.
Alright, let's head back to AEW before we get to the NXT main event. Cody Rhodes took on Matt Sydal. Apparently they got some history. Never really occurred to me. But yeah, they got some history. Like Cody was saying, they always passed like ships in the night because as one was going in, one was coming out. But they finally went one-on-one. Sydal actually hits a page turner during the match.
He also botches.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think it's anything as bad as that top rope botch in the summer.
Hey, no. Goddamn, knock us out.
But yeah, Cody gets the win. and is immediately jumped by Luther and Serpentico because Cody accidentally hit Serpentico during the match.
Mm-hmm. We're not going to talk about his new thing or his theme that I'm hoping is a one night thing.
A one night thing.
Yeah, that was really bad. I love Snoop, I do, but even his version of Sasha's thing, like I don't like that either.
I also hate that they did the same thing that they do with Sasha's, where they go from one to the other and flip between the two versions.
Like, knock it off. Pick one.
You know what I got to say to that, Daz?
Shut the fuck up, Snoop Dogg.
That and yes, y'all, so fresh, y'all. We talk about Sasha Banks, y'all, and I'm like, all right, that's nice. Well, here's the thing, like you guys mentioned, they go back and forth to, I am my kingdom, and then friggin' Snoop rapping, and Sasha's is just,
oh, sorry.
Yes, and then freaking Sasha's is just, they had a dream, I had a mate, and then it's just, yes, y'all, so fresh, y'all, and I'm like, pick one, man.
It does kind of work with Sasha, though, but it doesn't work with Cody because he's got this badass theme. It's like, can you imagine if he did it with Triple H coming out to Motorhead and then just switches to, I'm the game, y'all, time to play the game.
No. I love you, Snoop. Please don't hate us. We love you, but just no.
You put that in our head. Put it in our head.
It's the price you pay, dog.
I definitely want to hear that now.
You shut the hell up, Trav.
Just have Snoop go and make an album, just redoing everybody's themes. Have them do big shows.
Okay, that'd be hilarious.
The big show, baby.
That'd be the great one right there. I think I'd like that one a lot.
Okay, hold on.
The best one would be Nakamura. I don't know what the fuck he's saying, y'all, because he's talking Japanese.
I was thinking
Bruce Lee or something.
Even have them go back a little old school a little bit with TNA and have them do hardcore country.
Oh, that'd be great.
Hardcore country.
Fucking hell.
Oh, okay, wait. Ooh, okay. So when it comes to Cody's theme, well, you have Downstate who sings their song, who sings "I Came to Play for the Miz," and they've done a lot of WWE songs too.
Yeah, they did a Ziggler theme too.
Yep, correct. Oh, they did Alex Riley's theme. Say it to my face, image of a man. Yes, it was.
Yeah, they need to do an album.
They do.
Or replace Death Rebel, for the love of God, please.
Absolutely.
Yes, they fucking suck.
The only good Death Rebel song actually is Gary and Cross.
Yes,
which I didn't even realize was Death Rebel.
I was about to say, hey,
why can't they do more like that?
You were just talking about, if Snoop did Triple H. I was about to say, what if Snoop did Karrion Kross's Fallen Prey?
Somebody kick Trav off this call.
Let me tell you something about.
I'll finally get some sleep if y'all did that.
Hell no. Now keep talking.
The thing about Snoop Dogg that really bugged me, man, I'm gonna say this was about maybe 8 years ago, some shit when this was popular. When he did that song with Big Time Rush, he was very big on Nickelodeon, that song Boyfriend, and they thought, hey man, what can we do to get this whack ass pop group that's on a TV show popular? I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna put Snoop on the track, talking about, you meet a boyfriend and I could be that. And I'm like, no man, the song still sucks. They suck. Make me want to upchuck Big Time Rush. Fuck yourselves. So yeah, that was the only time I really had a little bit of beef with Snoop, man. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't very gangster.
Nickelodeon.
Oh yeah, man. Well, that's what he did, and I'm like, Snoop on Nickelodeon, man. I just felt like, what happened to Ain't No Fun If the Homies Can't Have None? Fuck that.
What about WrestleMania when he planted one on Maria?
Oh my God, WrestleMania 24. I mean, she was the Playboy Playmate of the year, man. This was this, man. This was at the time when every time they did a Playboy girl shoot, they would get a women's title match or a big match at Mania.
He's the greatest love I've ever known, y'all.
Yes.
Anyway.
Now, I don't know if it was at the exact same time, but it was for me when I was split screening and watching NXT and AEW at the same time. I was a little far ahead, I think, in AEW than I was NXT at the time. But either way, for me, I was laughing my ass off because during this match, Snoop was, pretending to be Arn Anderson for Cody, which was just freaking
He
hilarious.
even pulled the papers up to his face and
some
like
shit.
give him advice.
But then on NXT, it went picture in picture, and it was Snoop Dogg on there. It was Corona. It was a Corona commercial, but I just thought it was hilarious that Snoop was on both wrestling shows at the same time for me.
Okay.
So Matt Sydal protects Cody.
I got a problem with you, Dad. I'm sorry. I got a problem with you because I'm now picturing Snoop Dogg singing, "Here's to the greatest love I've ever known. I'm burning up in your love. I hate you." I have that image in my
Up in
head.
your love, dog.
Dog?
Oh God.
Well, if it's not bad enough that he's ruining theme songs, he then did some kind of splash.
The dog splash.
It definitely wasn't a frog splash.
This is that splash that you hit on your little brother when you tell him, hey, when he finally lets you hit it, but you're really afraid of squashing him, so you land on your feet and then you crumble him and you're like, yeah, that was great.
Yeah, he looked so unstable trying to get his balance. I was just picturing him
Dude,
slipping.
Yeah, me too. I was like, he's gonna fall backwards. Like I have this bad feeling he's gonna fall backwards. And he caught himself. He leaped and then he remembered, holy fuck, my legs are long as shit.
Like playing basketball. Well, I don't know if y'all call it something different where y'all are.
Basketball.
But here, well, no. I'm saying like a granny shot.
Okay. Oh yeah, the granny. It's a granny shot.
Yeah. So I just compare it to that, to where Snoop has been spending too much time with Martha Stewart, and now he's having to do granny shot wrestling moves.
That's funny.
It was almost a foot stomp into a splash.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Mike.
Watching him do this. Yeah, you're fine, man. I was gonna say, watching him do this, it's like, oh, I didn't know Hornswoggle, grew, had a massive growth spurt. It's like watching Hornswoggle do the tadpole sport.
Yeah, give me sport.
Hey, at least Swoggle does it a hell of a lot better than what Snoop did.
Yeah, and he can land properly.
Give me sport reported it as Snoop Dogg doing a frog splash. That most definitely was not a frog splash.
That was not no fucking frog splash, bub.
Okay.
That's what we call in the biz a barely splash.
Main event for NXT.
I'm calling it the granny splash. The granny splash. Yeah.
So main event for NXT was, as we said, Finn Balor and Kyle O'Reilly trying to kill each other again.
Fucking hell. Why? Why must these motherfuckers try to hurt themselves to such an extent? And dude, why would you take that goddamn bump with the fucking rope in your mouth? Oh my God. Like, I immediately felt bad. I said, dude, his jaw is fucked. It's probably broken.
I think we often forget that it's actually steel cables under those ropes.
It's like, fuck, dude. Ow. And then he just, somehow, some way, he has the fucking testicle fortitude to just keep going. And then, I don't know how Finn got busted open. But then he got busted open, and then I don't know how he fucked up his shoulder, but he fucked up his shoulder. I'm like, what in the, like, I'm watching this thing intently. I'm like, besides just stretching the fuck out of it, it's like, what happened? What did I miss?
I'm guessing he got busted open by a kick.
I would not be surprised, because, we all know how fucking stiff Kyle is.
They did a great job after the match, though, of Balor kind of looking like the king that he should be instead of the prince. And Kyle just looking pissed off for himself in the corner, holding his jaw. Well. Oh
yeah. Well, I mean, and then the upside is getting that submission win.
Yeah. Like Cole and Roddy's like, it's okay, it's okay, it's no big deal, and Kyle's like, nah, fuck that, fucking lost, fucking again.
Well, yeah, I'd be pissed. Are you kidding me? That's real man shit right there.
I was kind of expecting Balor to, offer his hand and help him up, but.
Yeah,
he just kind of stood there staring like, yeah, bye.
But no.
But yeah, at least
don't get the good stuff.
Balor looked like a killer.
Yeah, he looked very strong. That's the best he's looked in a long time, I think.
You gotta wonder who's next for him now. Because they also announced the next takeover is not Royal Rumble weekend, it is February 14th, and I'm all pissed that they haven't just straight up announced it as St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Because everybody's like, give it a couple of weeks, still announce it. Well, just do it now. It's obviously going to be on St. Valentine's Day. Doesn't take that much thought.
Nah, fuck that.
Oh, we're going to surprise you in 2 weeks. Look, hey, and now it's St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Yeah. Kind of obvious.
Nah, you fuckers. I know, right? I'm like, it's kind of getting to that point where it's like, we know what you're doing. You can just advertise it now. Oh, you're going to make us wait? You guys fucking
even right after it aired, Barrett was just like, hey, it's on Valentine's Day.
Fucking goddamn Wade Barrett. I love this guy, but I can't help but like have to make fun of him like half the show I watch. He's just like, oh my god, I'm like, I've got some fucking bad news. And I run up and down the house yelling it all day. My wife's like, can you knock it off? I'm like, I'm afraid I've got some bad news. I can't stop. And she's like, what? I'm like, I physically can't stop.
It's infectious.
Yes, it really is.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, my wife, she fucking hates wrestling. She hates everything damn about it. And I haven't even told her that he's on commentator, because if I did, she would be fucking doing it. She loves that guy.
Who doesn't love that fucking thing? I got some bad news.
All right. Now, AEW's main event was Kenny Omega. I think this was his first defense of the title against Ray Phoenix.
Yes.
Yeah. And what a fucking great match.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was so tough watching these two main events side by side.
I can imagine. I could not imagine how hard your job was last night. Fuck. But, dude, for coming from a dude who saw their match in AAA, this was better than the match in AAA. And it was shorter, and it was spec-fucking-tacular. Just absolutely balls to the walls, great. Love
the
it.
damn Ray Phoenix was trying to jump back into the ring, and he just chopped the fuck out of him in midair. I felt that.
I screamed in horror.
Yeah.
Kenny landed on his head a couple times. I screamed in horror. I was like, dude, can we not fucking land on our heads, please?
The freaking Snapdragon suplex
on
the outside. That was bad. That was brutal.
With that one.
And a very nasty looking Tiger Driver too.
Yep.
Fuck. Dude, that looked so bad. Oh,
it was
my
almost like
God.
Kenny actually said, fuck your neck.
Like seriously though, he was like, okay, well, I'm gonna take a page out of Coda's book. Watch this. Because fucking hell.
Surprisingly, that didn't finish the match, and it took a V-trigger and a one-winged
somehow
angel.
alive. And then he hits the move that nobody in the world can kick out of, apparently.
Apart from Okada.
Okada never kicked out of it.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
it was a time limit draw. Yeah, oh my God, fuck. Those things too. Jesus Christ. He fucking rears that knee back and bam! It's a trigger for sure. There's a fucking gun going off.
Well, can we keep it as nobody ever kicks out of the one-winged angel? Because in like 20 years, it'll become a transition move.
Fuck no, please don't. I mean, I'm glad they made Killian Dane stop using it when he was using it in NXT. Mainly because I'm sure they were afraid of somebody getting hurt. Which fine by me. But I cannot allow this just to be some fucking basic ass move. This is like the blue fucking thunder bomb. How in the fuck is that just a basic ass fucking move? Like, stop that. Stop it now.
It bugs me.
Basic transition moves.
They always use a blue thunder bomb as a big move for Sami Zayn, and he's never won a match with it.
But it's like, the haluva kick should be setting up for the fucking blue thunder bomb.
Yeah.
Personally, that's how I look at it. Okay, you come out of the corner, Droggy, boom, right into the blue thunder bomb. It's over. Like, come on, it spells itself for fuck's sake. But that's what I'm saying. Like, having this move be a transition move is asinine. Transition moves are basic ass moves, hammerlocks. Fucking duck under takeovers. Single legs. Do shit that is wrestling. Not every gigantic extra great move ever has to be. Oh well, this is the start of our fucking heat segment, and now he hit this big move. Can this guy come back? No, he shouldn't have hit the big move for the guy to come back. The big move should have been like a catching power slam, a superplex or something. I mean, that move's been diluted to fuck as hell anyway, so might as well kill it some more.
Hell, there's hardly any damn signature moves nowadays, really.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Even everybody does a suicide dive, too.
Everybody. Even fucking, even Okada during fucking Wrestle Kingdom against Will Ospreay, even he pulled out fucking some high-flying shit.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, from Okada, that's once in a blue moon. I'm all about it. But I'm just saying, like, the high-flying shit, everybody's doing.
Yeah, suicide dive has become as basic as a vertical suplex.
The GTS.
Yeah.
It's starting to become more of a transition.
Yeah, that's true, too. Knock it off, goddammit.
Well, after the match, backstage, Eddie Kingston and Fam have attacked Penta and Pac as Callis threatens Kenny ending Phoenix's career, but Mox comes for revenge, nails Omega with a barbed wire bat, and then Gallows and Anderson show up out of nowhere and blindside Mox.
It's the motherfucking Good Bros.
Like, it's weird because we've been seeing Kenny on Impact for a few weeks and obviously hanging around with the Good Brothers, but I still kind of had a mark-out moment as the Good Brothers showed up on Dynamite on AEW.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, wait a minute, it's the Impact belts on a legit show.
Yeah.
Sorry, Impact.
Oh, it was so wild. It was so wild. I felt like I was in another universe almost.
I don't think those particular belts have ever been on a live broadcast, have they?
I don't think so either.
Maybe not live to TV, that's for sure.
But great moment again, and then Omega repeatedly returns a favor to Mox with the baseball bat and takes out all the cavalry. All these random people just start running out from the locker room, and then the Bucks, of all people, come down to try and talk some sense into him, but then finally they're convinced to too sweet Omega and the brothers.
Let's bring this goddamn band back.
It was a great image.
And now everybody's running to Hot Topic to get their old fucking Bullet Club merch.
Yeah. It was a great image, though. We got Omega as world champion, then you got 2 sets of tag team champions either side.
Mm-hmm.
And Don Callis standing there like a used car salesman.
First of all, I'll tell you something about Don Callis, bitch. Don Callis.
Let me say something, bitch.
Let me say something, bitch.
Oh, yeah. By the way, hold on. I have to interrupt you. I'm sorry because you said that. The almighty RWT Kingpin Emir Blackbane Costello was there for the entire viewing of AEW show last night in RWT.
He in the rafters like Darby Allin.
No, he was there commenting, but yeah, he fucking snuck in and goddamn that whole fucking show livened up. It was great. Go ahead, Mike.
That's fine. I was also going to say I love the socks.
There you go.
Yeah.
Great socks.
So I was gonna say about the Don Callis thing, man. Just he's so great at just being that heel, and then he's just like yes, and I was waiting for him to like do a friggin' twist and turn and a dance for God's sake when they were back in there. He was so happy for the Bullet Club. Yes. He's doing the fist. I'm like Don Callis, you sleazy son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm. That's Don Callis, baby.
I thought it was funny. Freaking Ray Phoenix jumped out of the ring. He was about to set up for something, and then Don was trying to distract him, and Ray just like slowly just turned his head, looked at him, and then Don just took off running. It was funny as hell.
Kenny and the Good Brothers have got 2 rivalries going on 2 different shows at the same time. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
also next week, it's the Elite going to be speaking next week. Not the Good Brothers, not the Bullet Club, nothing. It's the Elite. So it's been said that maybe they're going to set up for Bullet Club versus the Elite, but I don't even see if that's going to happen. I don't know what the hell's going to happen.
No, I'd be cool with another supergroup over different promotions.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Alright, well, it is time for us to tap out and bid you adieu. So before we go, remember to like and follow Max Wrestling on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and follow us at Max Wrestling UK on Twitter and Instagram. We're also on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, iHeartRadio, and CastBox.
Yes, Bizarre!
And Anchor.fm. And if that wasn't enough, you can find us every week, thanks to Andre Corbeil on his channel, Wrestling with Wrestling. You can find me at the Captain 512. You can find Travis at Walker_TA92. And Twitch makes Vince's dick itch. So go ahead and don't be a wanker. Check out Anchor with Moses Marquez.
That's right. Check out Anchor. Attaboy. There you go. Finish the whole bit. SMR Podnet everywhere you can. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. The same audio platforms as Max. Minus Wrestling with Wrestling, but that's quite all right. There's a lot of stuff that dropped. I did there's at least 2 or 3 football stuff that dropped. A lot of draft talk for anybody who's already like, dude, it's barely January. Well, guess what? The fucking draft ain't until April, and I'm all over the motherfucker. So there's that. Retros come back hard. We're already in the works to, I can't believe I'm saying this, another fucking In Your House, because apparently that's all goddamn WWF does in 1997. It's fucking in your houses, because Jesus Christ. And then we're also working towards, and I can't fucking wait, Halloween Havoc. It's going to be fan-fucking-tastic.
Only downside is no Shotzi.
Yeah. But that's okay. We're going to get some Benoit and, Benoit and Kevin Sullivan.
Oh. Nah, that's a touchy subject. But for another day. And there's a reason we call him the podcast machine. Mike, have you been working now the holidays are over?
Man, I don't even know. No, I'm not kidding. I'm kidding. You guys can check out the latest edition of the LFC podcast with Buffalo Chip, host and model My Richards. Talk about being in the LFC calendar. Talk about Sturgis Motorcycle Rally, because LFC is coming back to Sturgis in 2021, baby. So check out LaundryFC.com, wherever you get your audio platforms, Stitcher, TuneIn, iHeart, Anchor, wherever you get your podcasting platforms. TuneIn Radio, it's all over the place. You can check me out at SM Show 1 or MCL92 on the Twitter machine for all my pop culture stuff, pop_culture_pod, LFC_pod for the LFC podcast. Hell, if you want a little something about that Impact Wrestling in your life, I'm talking about Impact Rewind. Like I mentioned, SoundCloud, MC Larkin92, StephenMikeShow.com. Hell yeah, Daz, I heard what you just said there. You can also check us out on WrestlingWithWrestling.com. I'm talking about the Net Picks pod with myself and Dazzy Dangerously each and every week on the Max Wrestling podcast with my dudes, Dazzy Dangerously, Moses Marquez, and Travis the Walker Anderson. Man, it's a good time. It's a good place. Reach for space. Smack the taste out of your mouth if you talk shit. Get your walk-on exhibit, taking it back to the 002000. Woo!
Who the fuck needs Snoop Dogg?
Yeah, right.
Oh, we got Mike.
And join us
Next week
for Hard to Kill predictions. I don't want to, place a burden on myself, but Impact is kind of my strong suit. I don't know how.
Shut the fuck up, Dad.
And I don't know how different it's going to be for you guys listening, but it's my last episode in this house next week. I moved this weekend, but our broadband doesn't activate until the 18th, so I'll be coming back here just to do this show, and if it doesn't go online, rest assured, Kevin from BT will be getting mollywopped.
Ollie.
Now, in the meantime, I need to go mollywop Andy from Sky because he cut us off today. Hopefully, you guys don't notice.
Andy! Oh, did Andy cut you off, Daz?
Ah, he did. The bastard. Fucking bloody. That is the show. Goodbye. Mwah, and good night. Bang!
Austin Theory, shot right in the dick. Use a dumb trick. Ha 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 ha.